And welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the WDWpov Live Stream Show. I sure hope you can hear me. If you can, and I'm gonna have some problems here. Hold on. Gonna be reverbing like crazy. Gone. There we go. Still getting used to this new setup that I have here. So if anybody out there can hear me, I'm going to mute this. 1 second. There we go. Now I can unmute that. Okay. Now, let me know if you can hear me. Mary says she can hear me twice. Marcus is just joining the party. Welcome. Glad you made it. How are you doing tonight? This is going to be an interesting show. We're throwing caution to the wind, just like we always seem to do. We're trying new things every week just for fun, to see what happens. Let's see who's with us here. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you. So let's there's David. David's out there. Hey, howdy. Hey, Anthony. Hello, everyone. Mary is out there. Mary's in the house. Let's see what else is David saying here. Where's the music? I know, David, I'm still working on the music. I've tried 2 weeks in a row now, or two different weeks now, to get the music on. And for some reason, when I start the thing up, it doesn't seem to want to pull the music in like I usually do. But I'm working on it. Barry, Anthony's saying hi, Barry. Not sure who Barry is. I didn't see Barry. I'm missing Barry. I'm not seeing Barry. Where's Barry? He may be here and I just don't even know it. But if you're out there, Barry, hi, how you doing? I'm going to pull this screen over here. Wait, one second. Let me get this one over here. I'm trying to rearrange our screens here. Everything is like let's pull this up there. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, gang. I'm still trying to figure all of our screens out and how we want to do things and how I'm arranging stuff to see what way is going to make it work best for us. There we go. How's that? Okay. Welcome to the WDWpov Live Stream Show, where you never know what is going to happen. So Mary says she's pretty close to a bunch. You popped out one up there. Pretty close to a padded room lately. There we go. So Mary, you're doing okay though. I hope you're doing okay. Tonight's show is, like I said, going to be a little bit different than normal. Katie, how's it going out there? Rick, hiya. Rick's out there. Who else are we missing? Are we missing anyone else? We got quite a few people watching so far, so I'm glad to see a lot of people there. We've got comments down here. We've got comments up here. Bill's out there. There we go. Bill saying he sees that I'm tinkering. Yes, we are definitely tinkering with things tonight. So we've got our OBS studio running right here down on this screen, which you can't see. Then we've got our Facebook live stream popped up down here, which actually is a little blurry. Is it blurry for you guys, or are you getting a decent signal? We'll always appreciate your feedback. It's a little blurrier than I'm used to seeing, so maybe it's our connection. Again, with all the stuff that's been going on the past few months, I know internet connections have been a little bit, flaky. They come and they go. Yeah, Mary's saying it is a little blurry. We'll have to see what we can do about that. And that may be partly because we're also using now on this screen up here, we're using the StreamYard. Thank you very much. StreamYard. Yeah, it is definitely blurry though. I'm looking at our screen down here and it's blurry. I may have to do something about that. Currently, I am running wireless up here, which when we were just using Restream.io and OBS Studio, didn't seem to be a big deal. But the last couple of weeks doing StreamYard, I've noticed it does seem a little blurrier. Might need to step it up a notch.
It's not blurry on YouTube.
Not blurry on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. That's interesting. So it's Facebook. Facebook, you stink. So, and it probably doesn't help either because we are running it here. We're running it here. We're running it here. I'm running it on my phone. Got it all over the place. We're like,
you don't need it that much.
But I wanted this up though, so we could see the comments from Facebook as well as the comments coming directly through our StreamYard account. So Wendy MCH, perfect signal. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad to hear that. Steve Browning is in the house. Facebook screen is very blurry. You know, Steve, we have been working on trying to get it cleared up for you. We don't think we have the technology, but maybe someday we will figure out a way to make our broadcasts clear as a bell for Steve out there. I love Steve. I mean, he's a great guy.
He would have said the same thing.
He would have said the same thing. That's why I don't feel bad joking, because he's just a great guy, and he loves life, and we love all you guys out there. But let's see.
Speak for yourself.
And that from the Jersey Shores there, she says a little blurry as well. So we're hearing some people it's blurry, some people it's not. YouTube is not blurry. So we're like I said, still experimenting a bit. Let's see. Yeah. And Mary says, I think StreamYard and Facebook don't always act right together. Right there. You have to keep up with me. Got to keep up. See, now he's going to be the keeper of the clicks here. So I'm going to do this real quick. I am going to jump us to our next screen here. So there we go. So here we are. It is June 15th, halfway through the month already. Crazy as that may sound, halfway through the month. And we are doing an episode tonight about nothing. What exactly does that mean? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm gonna drag it out a little bit longer before we give you guys an idea what's going on. But anyway, so June 15th. What's Mary saying that here? So what is all the much ado about nothing you keep talking about? We will let you know that very shortly.
You do?
Ado?
You do?
To do?
I do? You do? I do?
Me too? So June 15th. Insane. Halfway through the month.
Yeah,
almost. It is clearing up a little bit on our end. So I don't know if it's clearing up on your end too, but it is definitely clearing up on our end. T9 is out there. Thanks, T9, for showing up tonight. Nice to see you out there. Her tax season has got one more month to go. Was it July 15th is the new tax deadline for
when
this year.
When does tax season start?
Well, normally I'm going to guess January for most people. The tax season starts.
And when does it normally end?
Middle of April. Yeah. So that's when it normally starts and ends. But this year, because of all the craziness, it's going till July 15th, which I'm really sure T9 really enjoys the fact
I'm sure
that her tax season.
And I'm sure that's definitely helping everyone get their taxes done.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
No, people still have their taxes built up from 10 years ago.
Still wait till the last minute.
Still 10 years ago.
Still going to wait till taxes. Yeah, January 2nd is what T9 is saying, because that's when people can start getting their W-2s from the businesses they work for, or all that good stuff. And they close out the previous year, and now you can start doing your taxes for the previous year. Didn't know you were going to get a tax lesson tonight, did you? Mary is asking to do my taxes yet. Almost there. I still got, I should pull out the pile of receipts I've got. I've got like literally a stack of receipts. Is probably, I'm not exaggerating, it's probably at least this high. No, I'm going to say even more, because it's, yes. What?
You hear what they're watching?
What are they watching?
Sounds like Hook.
Oh, sounds like they're watching Hook in the other room.
Metcalf.
Neil. Oh, Neil.
Neil Metcalf.
Neil. Neil's joined us. Hi, Neil. How's it going? Neil. It's Neil. You don't know Neil? I know. Well, he joined the group, I think.
After Neil Armstrong, first
Yeah.
man on the moon.
First man on the moon. He's named after Neil Armstrong.
Chris Ackley.
Chris is out there. Chris is in the house. How's it going, Chris? But yeah, Neil, I think, joined the WDWpov group about 2 to 4 weeks ago. That's my rough guess.
And we haven't done a show for like a couple weeks.
We did take it last week off. We were, you know, what do you want to call us?
Lazy.
Lazy? That's a good word. We were lazy last week. Actually, we just were really
We skipped a week and then we give you a show about nothing.
And then we give you a show about nothing. Yeah. So that's.
And you still watch us. so that's still undetermined whether there's something wrong with us or there's something wrong with you. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, we don't
But
know.
not today because the show's about nothing.
Okay. So today's show is about nothing. It absolutely is about nothing. And we have a reason for why it's about nothing. While I'm doing this, we might as well go to our next, we'll do this. I'm trying to make my transmissions a little smoother.
Well, you got to work on the car's transmission too, I guess.
That's right. And we'll do this. Watch this. They're going to do that. Woo! Go back to go to our blue.
Bold.
Yes. Bold.
Brand color.
Bold.
Why is our brand color blue?
And don't forget, like you see at the bottom of the screen there where it's saying, just, if you get a chance, make sure you, how's it going, Neil? How's it going?
Hi, all.
Hi, all. Just, remember, we are not just a Facebook page. We also have a Facebook group, which I really would like you to try and join. We've got about 510, I think, people in the group right now. I'd like to see that number come up. So if you invite some friends to the group, that would be really cool, because the group lets you post stuff yourself, whereas on the page, you post stuff and it doesn't really show up. It shows up in this visitor site. Ston has joined. Ston is out there. Nice to see you, Ston.
So wait, we still need to figure out how the
Ston is out there.
How is the Nothing Show working again?
Well, the Nothing Show, here's the deal, okay? So here's our show tonight about nothing. So
we are not talking about these.
Yeah, go ahead. What are we not going to talk about tonight?
Artemis Fowl.
We are not going to talk about Artemis Fowl. Or maybe we will.
Definite no.
I don't know. We'll see. We might. We might not.
We are not talking about Splash Mountain.
No new theming?
No, we're not talking about it.
We're not talking about new theming for Splash Mountain? I don't know. What do you think?
We are not talking about it.
Mary says join the group. She wholeheartedly approves. Thank you, Mary. Katie's out there saying hi to Mary. Everybody starts saying hi to everybody. It's always fun to watch everybody say hi. No, it really is. It's cool.
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't want to talk about Artemis Fowl.
One, you misspelled foul.
Is it?
It's foul like the bird.
Like the bird.
Not foul like foul play.
Stickler. Mr. Stickler over here. But
I wasn't doing nothing, so I wasn't sure I was invited.
No, you are definitely invited.
If you're watching this show, you're doing nothing.
Yeah, if you're watching the show, you've got nothing going on.
Unless you're the Piccianos, in which case you're unpacking groceries.
Oh, yeah.
We
we haven't seen David yet, David or Kim.
We are also not talking about Hong Kong Disney.
Hong Kong Disney. Yeah,
opened.
we're not going to talk about the fact that Hong Kong Disney opened, which didn't that just sort of happen all of a sudden? I mean, I was like, wait, I just saw something about Hong Kong Disney open. Really? Wow. That just sort of snuck up. We're not going to plug. I would talk about Artemis. I have opinions. Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe we will not talk about Artemis Fowl. Think about that.
No
lead time. I don't know. No lead time. Stan says, I was calling Disneyland about my tickets for August.
Yeah. Where have you been? He joined at the beginning.
How did I miss you, David?
He said, hey, howdy, hey.
That's right.
Pinned his comment
He did say, hey, howdy, hey. I'm sorry, David, but they don't have any groceries tonight. So he can actually watch the show. And he's
probably technically doing nothing.
And keep in mind, you can watch the show on YouTube because we simulcast this on Facebook and
Mary
on
made
YouTube.
that obvious when she said it wasn't blurry there.
I know.
David has been here, yes.
But David likes to put it up on their big screen TV, which is a cool thing. And actually, I think Facebook has been catching on to that because there are some things now. I think we're on Facebook. You can pop it onto a big screen TV as well. Easier, not. Mary's saying no lead time on the announcement. Yeah, I know. It's like all of a sudden it's like Hong Kong Disney's open. What? What happened? Okay, but we're not talking about that because there's a show about nothing. We're not going to talk about that. At least, or maybe we won't talk about that. But we don't want to we're not plugging anyone tonight. Like we're not going to plug Now That's Disney. We're not going to talk about we're double
negating everything.
We're not going to talk about now, that they have a show on Saturday nights or, David and Stan, do a live stream show.
Well, we never talk about that
at 8 p.m. on Saturdays. We're not going to talk about that. And we're not going to plug the Disney World Florida Fun for Everyone group. We're not going to do that. We're not going to plug Crazy for Mickey. That's just not going to happen tonight because our show's about nothing. We're not going to plug, Todd and Regina.
This started out funny. Then it stopped being funny right about now.
But it's going to get funnier on Disney Adventures Tribe. And we're not going to plug our own group, WDWpov, which we already did, but that's okay. The Disney Podcast Asylum, not going to plug them. We're not going to plug the Disney Podcast Group. Who am I missing? We're not going to plug the Monorail Tales Group, which
it is an opposite day.
Do podcasts at least once a week. Yeah, it is an opposite day. Or is this what's an unbirthday? Is this an unbirthday?
Every day is an unbirthday.
It's my unbirthday. It's your unbirthday. Monorail Tales.
And I don't know why any of them would be watching us on their birthday. So it must be their unbirthday too.
It's probably everybody's unbirthday. The Monorail Tales, we record once a week and release a show there. They also do some specials and, other things that come up every now and then. We're not going to plug any of those people. We're just not going to, we're not, it's because there's a show about nothing tonight. What's Mary saying about that? Was back in
opposite day.
Oh, opposite day. I'm sorry. Okay. So now that we've got all the stuff, the plugs we're not going to do, I think maybe we should try and explain a little bit about why we're calling this a show about nothing. Do you have any idea?
Yes.
Why are we calling this a show about nothing?
I'll let you explain it. Because I'm doing nothing.
You're doing nothing. Okay. Well, here's the deal. I don't know how many of you out there are Seinfeld fans or have watched Seinfeld over the years. And
anyone born in the 90s or before that?
Yeah, really. I'm going to guess probably.
And then there's me.
And then there's him. Yeah, you've seen some Seinfeld. Maybe not a whole bunch, but you've seen Seinfeld.
So are they unplugged?
Yes. Yes, T9. We unplugged all of those different podcasts,
just like
live
everyone
stream groups.
Unsubscribed and unfollowed us on Facebook.
Yeah, we probably just lost about 50 or 100, subscribers.
They just unplugged us.
They just unfollowed us. So a show about nothing. So if you've ever watched Seinfeld, T9 says
T9 loves it.
She loves Seinfeld.
Rick can't stand that show.
Rick can't stand the show. Well, there's always one in every crowd.
Of course, it was always going to be Rick.
But T9 loves them.
But it just had to be Rick. It's always Rick.
Well, Rick, you're still going to love the show. I know you're still going to love the show. Mary says, I never watched it more than a couple minutes here and there. Well, one of the things that they had a specific episode on Seinfeld.
You could say that about every episode.
What's that?
Every episode of Seinfeld.
What? What did I say?
They had a specific episode on Seinfeld.
Yeah, but I was getting to what that specific episode was about. And it was about nothing. Okay. It was an episode.
Well, actually, the episode really wasn't about nothing.
It was about a show about nothing. So I don't know. Do you think I resemble that remark. Katie says that she loves the show, grew up in the 90s. Yep, or 90s, I'm assuming, because the letter
It's the
A
Italian-
and S are right next to
Italian
it.
pronunciation.
90. She grew up in the 90. I could say that because I'm half Italian.
Are you
Patty,
actually-
looks like Patty has joined the show. I don't know if she's actually going to watch us, but she joined
Got
the
it.
show. So here's the deal. We are going to reenact shortly,
Shortly.
like
Really?
right about now. Marcus and I will do a quick rendition. It'll just take a couple of minutes.
Right.
I need to clear my throat here for this. So let me do this first. Gaston. There we go.
Probably the first time you have done that within the first 30 minutes now.
Hmm.
In a while, at least.
Okay. So, Patty, who? Patty, my wife. She's in the other room. I think they're watching. You said they're watching Hook? Okay. So here's the deal. We're going to reenact a scene from Seinfeld from this particular episode as they explain about a show about nothing. And that will somewhat explain what we're going to do tonight. So it's a little hint as to what we're going to do tonight. So I'm going to pull this up here for a second. So we're not going to see we'll see your comments here, but we won't see them up here for a few minutes while we do this.
You think this is going to take a few minutes?
Just take a couple of minutes to do this. Are you burping on the air?
Julie Crouch.
Julie Crouch is watching. Wow. I hope she stays for a few minutes. Okay. So
Yeah, she's already gone.
yes, she just looked at us and said, no, I don't want to watch these guys. Okay, so I am going to play the part of Jerry Seinfeld, and you are going to play the part of George Costanza.
Okay, just you got like a buzz razor or anything over here?
What?
That got a
Oh, you got to shave. You got to shave the middle part of
like
your
all through here.
head. No, I don't think we're going to go that far on this little reenactment.
Well, at
So-
least I've got the glasses on.
Okay, so this is almost completely unrehearsed. We
Almost completely.
we looked at this like once or twice just to get an idea.
It was twice.
twice, whatever, one and a half. So here we go.
I doubt this is going to be funny.
No, probably not. But we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm Jerry Seinfeld, George Costanza. Just got a postcard from Elaine.
Really?
Yeah, they're in London now. They'll be back in a few weeks.
Can't believe she got involved with a shrink. So what's happening with the TV show? You come up with anything?
No, nothing.
Why don't they have salsa on the table?
What do you need salsa for?
Salsa is now the #1 condiment in America.
You know why? Because people like to say salsa. Excuse me, do you have salsa? We need more salsa. Where is the salsa? No salsa?
You know, it must be impossible for a Spanish person to order seltzer and not get salsa. I wanted salsa, not salsa.
Don't you know the difference between salsa and salsa? You have the salsa after you have the salsa.
See, this could be a show. This is the show.
What?
This, just talking.
Yeah, right.
I'm really serious. I think that's a good idea.
Just talking? Well, what's the show about?
It's about nothing.
No story?
No, forget the story.
You've got to have a story.
Who says you gotta have a story? Remember when we were waiting for that table in that Chinese restaurant that time? That could be a TV show.
And who's on the show? Who are the characters?
I could be a character.
You?
Yeah, you can base a character on me.
So on the show, there's a character named George Costanza?
Yeah. There's something wrong with that? I'm a character. People are always saying to me, you're quite the character.
And who else is on the show?
Elaine could be a character. Kramer.
No, he's a character. So everybody I know is a character on the show.
Right.
And it's about nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So you're saying I go into NBC and I tell them I got this idea for a show about nothing.
We go into NBC.
We? Since when are you a writer?
Writer. We're talking about a sitcom.
So you go with me to NBC.
Yeah, I think we really got something here.
What do we got?
An idea.
What idea?
An idea for the show.
I still don't know what the idea is.
It's about nothing.
Right.
Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
So we go on NBC. We tell them we've got an idea for a show about nothing.
Exactly.
They say, what's your show about? I say nothing.
There you go.
I think you may have something there.
Sorry, we
have to take our bows.
No, we don't.
So there you have it. There you have it. That is our show about nothing. What? So Rick says he can see you being George. I could see you being George. So when we talk about a show about nothing and who are the characters on the show, I could be a character? What? What are you doing? Thank you, Katie. She says, great job. What are you doing? What are you looking at?
Them.
I could be a character.
I could be a character.
You could be a character. Patty could be a character. Maybe you could be a character. Ooh.
I never thought about it before that way, Charlie.
Now you're mixing up your shows. Charlie.
That's a movie.
I know that's a movie. So you could be a character.
We have Muppets standing by to take your calls.
So here's the deal. Let's see what Steve says here. So Steve is saying, so let me get this straight. Jeff and Marcus are going to go to YouTube and say they have a show about nothing and see if they want to put it on the air. I think that's a great idea.
Have you seen any of the shows that YouTube officially puts out? They're already about nothing.
And Mary says you are characters. All right. We are characters. But, and Laura says that was a pretty good reenactment. I love Seinfeld. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Katie's catching on here. She said, we can all be characters.
So would you like to explain this process while also doing nothing?
So here's the deal. If you would like, let's see, there's plenty on YouTube about nothing for sure. Yes, absolutely, Mary. So here's the deal. If you would like to be a character on the show tonight, we might be willing to give you 5, maybe 10 minutes on the show. We might ask you a couple of questions. All we ask, no swearing. This is a G-rated show. We want to keep it family friendly. But if you'd like to join the show tonight, I think we might try to invite you. So what do you think? Do you think it'll work?
Only if they're willing.
Only if they're willing. So let's see if I put an invite out there. I'll post it right on here so you'll be able to see it. It will be a link to get you on to StreamYard to pop you into our show.
Hopefully we don't have any issues like last time we tried
this.
this.
No, please have a good connection. Wired connection is best, but if you have a good, strong Wi-Fi or a strong
anybody have a
data
LAN
plan,
adapter?
Yeah, a good LAN, a good router. Oh,
Rick's always down.
Rick's always down. See, he didn't like Seinfeld, but I knew he'd like this part. See, that's what I figured. So what we might do, we might just ask you a random question. We're going to try and keep it Disney related, and maybe hear a little bit about yourself. And this show's going to be it's about nothing. We don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm trying to do my Seinfeld. We don't know. We don't know. He does that high pitched thing.
What is this?
It's about nothing. Nothing. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting a little overacting. Oh. So we're going to put an invite out for you guys.
Please.
In just a moment.
Please distract him for me.
You will end up in our waiting room, which is down here somewhere. Okay. So we'll put you down there. We'll pop you onto the screen.
Sadly, there's no waiting room music.
Yeah, no waiting room music. You'll be in the green room. You'll be in the green room. Just get yourself a glass of water or something to drink. But here's the deal, okay? Again, no swearing. Keep it G-rated. No snacks, Mary. Sorry, no snacks in the waiting room either.
Unless we magically figure out how to teleport stuff.
Yes, we are working on a
and
teleportation.
Decontaminate food properly.
Why would you want to do that?
They probably don't trust us.
So we're going to put out the link here just in a second. Here's the deal. So no swearing. I'm going to ask you some Disney stuff. It's going to be completely, well, off the rails like we always are, because we don't know what you're going to say. We just don't know. So we're really throwing the caution to the wind here tonight. The other thing is when you join the show, I believe through StreamYard, even if you're in the waiting room, you'll be able to watch the show through the StreamYard link. But make sure if you still have your YouTube or your Facebook live stream running, make sure you mute that, because if you have that going and then go to the StreamYard and you hear the StreamYard stuff, you're going to get some reverb and we're going to get some echo chamber stuff. And we don't want that to happen. So if that does happen, we'll have to drop you back down to the waiting room to, or just silence you or mute you, or we don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Do you want to do that?
Oh, I'll be the guy. Will be, don't want to be.
Will be, don't want to be. So T9 says, oh, sure. On the night, I'm up to my elbows in strawberries.
Well, why don't you just get the strawberries on camera then?
Yeah, we don't care, T9. You just get the strawberries. We really don't care. Just, if your arms are all covered in strawberries, no big deal. And Steve says, I'm going outside to play kickball with Nevaeh. If you're still doing the show when I come back, I'll try to get on. That would be cool. That would be cool if we can get Steve on here. Marcus would love to do that. Who are you kidding? You say you don't want to do it. Don't want to be, we'll do it. Don't want to do it.
I will be, definitely want to be.
So here's what I'm going to do. I am now going to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to click the little invite button. I'm going to copy this to our clipboard. And we are going to put this right here in the comments, so everybody who's watching the show can see it. I may repost it again. Type a little message here. Okay, you ready? Here it comes. Here it comes.
HTTPS.
There it is.
Is that a colon or a semicolon? That's a colon.
That is a colon. That is a colon.
//
And more than
StreamYard.com/CB27YZBRFP.
Why are you reading that?
I don't know.
Because usually the link will be there and you can either just copy and paste it or just click on it. And it noticed that it posted both to
JH joined.
J joined. Okay. JH from. So normally, see, in fact, you see how it looks here on our Facebook stream. So they just have to click on that. Thank you for putting that up there. You just have to click on it. It's also posted to our YouTube channel, so they can click on it, pop over. Okay, so to avoid the feedback, Laura.
Just like any radio show, anyone would ever call into, turn off your radio.
Yeah, so like if you are joining and you have
those weird people that call and then start saying hello and trying to hear themselves on the radio.
But it's a little different because you just can't turn the radio down. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to mute your Facebook, where it is on Facebook, mute it. But you should then have a separate screen that has StreamYard. And that one will play the sound for you. So you should still be able to hear it on the StreamYard screen, but don't listen to it on the Facebook or YouTube screen. So it looks like, so it looks like T9 may be in the waiting room here. So I think
that was fast.
Our first, the person who said she is in up to her whatever armpits or whatever, and
elbows.
So we're going to try this, T9. I hope we can get this to work. And it looks like, JJ just saying aloha. Jay, if you want to join the show, you can jump on there, click on the link, and you will be in our waiting room. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. And I believe, okay, so I can see you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can't hear. Oh my goodness. Is this on your phone? Not hearing her. We're not hearing her. Bummer. Hold on a second. Can anybody else hear? Can anybody else hear T9 right now? Or is it just me? Maybe we're the ones who are screwed up. It might be me here, T9. Hold on a second. I don't think it is, though. Yep. Okay. So Mary says she can't hear either. So I'm not sure what we're missing here, T9. This is the danger of doing live streams and stuff, especially. No, she can hear that. Bummer. Yeah, so they can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can see you. No, I don't believe I need to unmute. No, she's unmuted. Now she's muted. Now she's unmuted. There, now she's unmuted again. So somehow we're missing something on you're doing it from your phone, is that right? Oh, there's the strawberries. Okay, we at least can see the strawberries. There we go. Okay, so we got strawberries. I see the strawberries, but I can't hear you. Now everybody else is going to be gun shy. They're not going to want to jump on the show because they're going to say, what if we can't hear them either?
Did you give access to our microphone?
Oh, yeah. Did you give access to your microphone when you opened up the StreamYard app? Maybe that's the problem. That is a possibility. Yeah, so that's what Mary's saying. She might have to let the StreamYard have audio access because it'll ask you if you want to have audio access and video access. So maybe it's only got one, not the other. She seems to think, yeah, she did. Either that or she's just being very, very quiet and she's just mouthing all this stuff, looking like she's laughing and talking to us just to screw us up and make us feel like okay.
Wow.
Okay. So she just, okay. So we lost T9. If we could figure this out, look, we're going to try. We got Rick. Rick is in the waiting room. We're going to try this again and we're going to see. And there he is. He's turning. Oh, he's shutting the door. So he's saying, yeah, Rick is saying the same thing.
I'm walking in the door and I'm closing the door.
So let's see what happens with Rick. You ready, Rick? We're going to try and bring you on here. Hey, Rick. See, I can hear Rick. Rick is there. Rick, how's it going tonight?
Fine. How are you guys?
I've seen the face and I've heard the voice, but I've never seen both of them. You've seen both at the same time.
Never seen both at the same time. Yeah. That's interesting because we do those Monorail Tales podcasts and we hear each other all the time, but we don't usually see you at the same time that we hear you. Nope. So this is interesting. How's it going? You doing okay? I see a little Kilimanjaro in the background there.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so to join the show, we got to ask you at least one question, one Disney question. It'll be easy. Let's do restaurants. What is your favorite restaurant at Disney World, Walt Disney World?
Yak and Yeti.
Yak and Yeti. Okay, that's not a bad one. We've been there. I think we've only been once or twice.
We've actually only been in there once.
We've been inside, once. We've done the outside, quick serve a bunch of times.
We like that too.
Yeah, that's a good place to stop and get something quick to eat there. But we've been inside too. I think we were on the second level, right along the part where it was sort of open and you can see down to the first level, and it was pretty cool. And it was a neat experience. So. Anyway, so what have you been up to lately? Do you have any, with all this COVID-19 stuff going on, do you have any trips or anything planned for this year?
We're supposed to go to Disney on August 3rd.
August 3rd. Do you think that's still going to happen? You're still going to do it? Or
We're still planning on it. We're waiting and see because we're booked at Pop, and there's a chance that they may change that reservation, but we're still in holding pattern for it.
Yeah. Well, I hope it works out. I know it's, I'll tell you what, I was surprised when they announced about the masks. They dropped it down even from age 3 down to age 2, which it's not going to affect you guys. I don't think unless you're bringing other people that have little kids, but
age 7 even.
That's tough, wearing a mask, and especially into Disney World with the Florida heat and everything. I know myself, I wear a mask when I'm at work.
So do I.
Yeah, and so I have to, when I'm in my office, I don't have to wear it. But when I go out of my office, I'm supposed to wear it. I go out onto what's called, the shop room floor where it can get warm out there. And we had one day last week that hit around 90 degrees, but inside the building still wasn't that bad. And I'll tell you what, I was about 80 degrees inside the building, and I was just sweating like crazy. I had sweat all over my face. So I get whatever mask you get, make sure it's well ventilated, light, cottony, whatever you need to do so you don't have to suffer as much out in that Florida heat.
Yeah, we bought some for our trip made out of cooling fabric. So we're going to see how those work out before we go.
That's good. So what else is up in your life right now? Any other Disney news? Any other Disney stuff that you've been,
Not really. I mean, my life really hasn't changed because I'm still working, like I was. So I haven't been home to be able to do anything different.
Right. Now you, for the audience out there, you basically have, well, go ahead, tell them what you do.
Well, I have 2 jobs. I have a delivery route, which I do in the morning, to Walmart, Kroger's, and stores like that. And so that's been crazy busy,
right?
Because we were limited on what we could order, and whatever we put on the shelf was sold out in a day. So it's just been crazy busy. And then I do taxes part-time, and that's slowed down somewhat, because where they extended the tax filing season, all of our last minute people were just like, I'll wait until July now to bring it in instead of April.
Yeah. I don't know that it really helped a whole lot because, like you said, probably not myself, but I'm sure a lot of people have put it off just because they had the extra time now to do it. So yeah, like you said, you probably just slowed down more than anything, waiting till the last minute for everything to hit all at once again. So that's no good. What's Stan saying out there? He said, put a fan in my check stand today. Told the boss that tomorrow I'm going to bring a radio, coffee maker, and water cooler, maybe even some photos and little figures to put on top of my monitor. It sounds like he's just going to sort of camp out there.
Yeah, move in.
Yeah, and well, Kelly's saying cooling fabric is a joke in Florida. I hope she's not right. And it makes it difficult. I don't know. We'll see.
Tacos.
That's right. Yeah, Tina, I want to know what you deliver.
And Stan
was answering the question as you were saying it.
Yeah, we just came out with a new one. It's sweet Hawaiian flavored.
Sweet Hawaiian flavored.
There's such a thing as a flavored taco shell?
Oh, yeah. We got spinach and tomato. And
that's just going too far.
I didn't know that. I assumed it was just, you've got your corn and you've got your flour, tortillas, and tacos.
We have about 55 different varieties.
Wow.
That we put out.
That's insanity.
We have 2 kinds of gluten-free.
Oh, my wife would like that. Yeah. I mean,
plain one and a spinach.
What's that?
We have plain and spinach.
Oh, you know what? My daughter does not like the spinach, but she does like the plain gluten-free stuff. And My wife actually likes both. She's okay with either one. Yeah, Stan saying that his check stand is basically like his cubicle. Mary would like to know what brand has all those flavors, if you're allowed to say it. I don't know.
Mission.
What's that?
Mission.
I'm missing that.
Mission.
Oh, okay. I got you. I did not know that. Okay. So Rick, just to let people know out there, Rick is also one of the podcasters on Monorail Tales. And, tomorrow night, we record another episode that would probably air sometime later this week, maybe Thursday, Friday, maybe. What time do you normally end up posting those? I think you do a lot
next week.
What's that?
Next week.
Next week? Okay.
It's
Okay.
usually about a week turnaround for Sheila to edit and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know sometimes if it's a timely issue,
Yeah, we'll get that out quicker.
turn it around in a few days. But yeah, normally I think they come out like Sunday, Monday, something like that.
Monday night. Yeah, I got to get one ready to go out tonight, actually.
Oh, there you go. I'm sure I'll see that on our WDWpov site popping up there soon tonight. Then, anyway. Oh, I was just watching something here. It just sort of screwed me up.
Yeah.
I was watching Rick down on this screen, which is delayed, versus on this screen, which is
where
live.
he's actually talking.
Yeah. So we've got you live up here, and we've got you delayed down here. Makes things a little confusing sometimes. Looks like Kim's out there. Kim, oh my gosh, hello. Been trying to get on for a while. Well, Kim, I know David was out there for a while.
Still was for a bit too.
Yeah. So anyway, Kim, if you'd like to join the show tonight, we are actually doing the show with guest appearances. So right now we've got Rick Forbes out there from.
Best we could do was a B-list actor.
What's that?
Best we could do was one of those B-list actors.
Are you going to take that from
That's
him?
being generous.
Oh, so you're saying you're C-list?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to post it out here again just so people can see it, because it's probably already flipped way up on the thing here with the comments and stuff. But again, if you would like to join the show,
Rick's live and Rick delayed looks so much different. That's the opinion of Stan.
There's Stan. Yeah, Rick live and delayed looks so much different. Yes, he does, because when he's talking down here, his mouth is not synced up with his face.
I feel like one of the what was it, Chop Suey movies?
Where you have the English dub going in over you.
Yeah.
It looks nothing like the mouth movement.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at doing that kind of thing, Come on, look, Godzilla. Anyway. What's Bill saying here? I've heard the Monorail Tales episode that is dropping tonight is a great one.
One's dropping tonight?
Yeah. What is this one going to be about? Can you give us a hint?
It's not really a game, but it's kind of information about some of the rides, and Abby Bork, who's been on a couple shows. She sing some songs for us on it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I know Abby's out on quite a few different sites. Yeah, she makes the rounds pretty good on the live streams and the podcast.
She's on here for a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I saw her earlier. Wish she was still there. We could pop her on the screen here. Interestingly enough, yeah, Annette is mentioning that AT&T, my wife mentioned this too before the show, and it sort of had me concerned as to what was going to happen tonight. But yeah, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, internet problems all over the country over the past few hours. So, I'm sure that's affecting things somewhat. So, we're doing what we can. I know sometime our stream was coming a little blurry, then it's straightened out. So
did you ever post that again?
What's that? No, I didn't. Go ahead and put that on there. Let's control that. Okay, so again, I'm posting it out there. If you'd like to join us live on the air, it looks like I've got another guest coming on. Yeah, Kim's saying I can write, but glitching.
Uh-oh. Rick takes over. WDWpov. Mwahaha. Uh-oh. Where'd they go? Well, I wasn't prepared for that.
Are you?
There you are.
Now that's got to be live stream.
Now you can tell us what you really think about Mark.
That's got to be live stream gold right there.
It's the at show.
The at show. There you go.
We already had this argument, everyone.
Oh my goodness. So I got to mute this thing now because we're back here again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So whatever happened there, we were just talking about glitches. Kim was just talking about glitches all over, and Net was talking about internet glitches all over. So what happens? We get glitched. And we stopped recording there. But you, Rick Forbes, it turned out to be the Rick Forbes show for about a minute or two. So what happened while we were gone? Did you guys talk about us?
No, we were very kind.
Did Rick even say anything while we were gone?
Well, we'll be able to see it on the recording, Rick, so no lying. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's definitely live stream gold. I can't believe that happened. The host of the show
gets dropped.
We get dropped, and the guest is still out there. That's great.
Like an absolute reverse of what happened on Monorail Monday.
Yeah, Monorail Monday. We had Andre on, and we couldn't hear or see him, and he kept dropping, and that was fun. So anyway, the Rick RICPOV, the Rick POV show. Okay,
I'll be right back. I gotta reserve that URL.
What's that?
So I'll be right back. I gotta reserve that domain name right there.
RICPOV.
Is there anything? FORBES.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Oh well.
Ah, man.
Just almost had it, Rick.
Yes.
Just take the E out, make it FORBS. Oh my. Okay, so
remember Forbatiers?
we have Laura Smith out there in the background here.
We've had her out there for a while now.
So Rick, are you done? Do you have enough? Have you had enough of us, or do you want to?
I think he's sufficiently talked about taco shells
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'll drop out.
Okay. Nice having you tonight, Rick. We're going to bring Laura onto the show, but have a great
RickPOV.com.
Magical. Yeah. All right, there we go. Stan saying Rick. Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Right there.
Before Rick drops off here, we'll Yeah, there it is. RICPOV.com. There you go.
And it looks like it's an actual link down here that you can click on.
People will clamor to get on that.
They'll put a C Corp together and give it to you.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Okay, Rick, we appreciate you being on tonight, and have a magical evening.
Give the man a hand, people.
Woo! Rick Forbes, everybody. Rick Forbes.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, we can get rid of that loser now.
Oh.
Now we can say exactly what we think about Rick. And he's not going to watch the recording.
And
We can say anything about him for the next 5 seconds at least.
Rick is gone. We can make fun of him now. Oh, Laura's here.
Oh, Stan already bought it. Stan already bought RICPOV.com.
Stan already bought the RICPOV.com. He's gonna sell it to Rick for probably a couple $1,000s. So anyway, Laura, did you see the interesting fun that we just had? I hope we can hear you first off. Can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Nice.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, I hope T9 can jump back on again at some point because yeah, she's fun to talk to. But yeah, so Rick Rick was on. We had T9 on. Now we've got Laura on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see what we can find out a little bit about you. Stan's already yelling out Laura.
Ah, hey, Stan.
Yeah.
Stan's the man.
Kelly's just saying goodnight to Rick. It was nice to see him. So, okay. We're, like I said, we always do weird stuff on this show. We don't know what's going to happen from one week to the next. Let's do this just for fun. We're going to go like that.
Nice.
That means you got to move over.
I can't believe it.
Because
I'm actually on TV.
He's on TV. Yeah. And then we can do that. I'd like that one better. Yeah, T9 still has those strawberries to deal with. She was working with the
Oh,
strawberries.
man, Rick's back. We can't talk about him anymore.
Oh, Rick's back.
Tina, what are you doing with those strawberries?
That's a good question.
Hi, Rick.
Could be canning them.
He could be, or she could be. I'm sorry. Why are we saying he?
You said he. I said she.
I'm just. It's when you live stream stuff, you don't know what you're talking about. So, what's Stan saying now? I'll go on and crank my mic right up. That will make up for not hearing T. Yeah. We'll get Stan on. We'll get Stan on the show. He'll crank it up and do the reverb.
Then we'll spend the next 10 minutes talking about the solo.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so we still.
So Laura, we need to ask you a Disney question. Okay.
Okay.
So part of your entry fee for the night to be on the show is you have to answer a question. Okay, so which question can we ask? So we asked Rick about his favorite restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
How about?
And what did he say? I forget.
Yak and Yeti.
Yak and Yeti at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, both the restaurant itself was what he was mainly talking about, but then also the quick serve, because we go to the quick serve quite a bit there. We do that one, and we do.
You just always have to drag these things out, don't you?
We do Flame Tree Barbecue. That's a good one. Do you like Flame Tree?
I haven't done Flame Tree. We really like the Liberty Inn.
Liberty. Yeah.
Did I hear that they were getting rid of that?
No. Where did you
I
hear
heard that? I think I heard that.
No.
Yep.
No.
Turning it into something else. I heard. That's what I heard. I mean, believe nothing that you hear and only half of what you see. But that's what I heard.
Okay. Well, I hope that is a false rumor that you heard, because that would be bad. I like that one. We usually, for some reason, we always end up, almost all the time, we end up in the George Washington room, which is, we like it. Quite a few different rooms there, but we like the George Washington room. Yeah, Liberty Tree Tavern. They can't.
Yeah, Tina's heard it too.
They changed it to barbecue.
Yep.
That's bad. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, it was nice, homey atmosphere. They had
yeah. When we go, we never miss it, but we might miss it now.
Yeah. That's too bad. I like sitting down for a nice, little home meal. Mashed potatoes, gravy with the with the beef and stuff. And that was good stuff.
Yeah, pretty much the only place of its kind on property.
At Magic Kingdom.
Can you think of anywhere else like that though?
50s prime time. They serve.
There's a difference between
It's like a pot roast type deal.
But there's a difference between like New England food and then 50s diner food.
Yeah, it's not the same atmosphere. Okay, so down to your question. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
That wasn't your question. I was just sort of
Okay.
Epcot, they're changing. Were they talking about a different place entirely?
What's that? In Epcot, you're talking about Magic Kingdom. Yeah, we're talking about. We're talking Magic Kingdom. Which one are you talking?
Was she
about?
talking about the electric umbrella?
No.
You sure?
I don't.
Or
think
the
so.
American restaurant in Epcot?
Oh wait. Okay, so which one are you talking about, Laura? Which restaurant were you talking about? The one in Magic Kingdom?
In Magic Kingdom.
Okay. Because T9, I think, was wondering if you were talking about in Epcot. In Epcot instead of Magic Kingdom. Okay. Yeah, we're in two separate parks, she's saying. So I guess there's some confusion.
Okay.
Mary's saying, is she talking about the Liberty Inn at Epcot? Or are you talking about Liberty Tree Tavern?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to get back to my source.
Okay, because T9, she's saying the American. The American in Epcot got barbecue, not Liberty Tree Tavern. That's good news. Okay.
The American place.
So the Liberty Inn must be what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'll bet that's what it is. Because I can see that.
At Epcot, that was already just like hot dogs, hamburgers, and chicken strips to begin with. So it's good that they're changing that, I guess.
I could see that going to barbecue and not being a big deal. But yeah, if they did that to Liberty Tree Tavern, I'd be really, really, really upset.
No, you can't touch Liberty Tree Tavern.
Annette from the Jersey Shore, she's saying when we were there in December, the one at Epcot, American, was shut and we were told it was going barbecue. So Liberty Tree Tavern, no panic out there. Okay. So now
Liberty Inn is Muppet themed and just reopened before the shutdown. So it's Muppet Barbecue.
Muppet Barbecue. There you go.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, isn't that what I said? Did I say Liberty Inn? I thought I said in Liberty. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be the one in Epcot. Yeah, that's what. Liberty Tree Tavern, still good old fashioned.
Okay, we're good.
Eagle.
Don't scare us, Laura.
What is
Regal Eagle Smokehouse? Mary, you are on it all the time. Mary's not allowed to participate in any kind of trivia anymore.
Oh my goodness, she's like the ace of trivia. You can't stump her.
So have we even asked the question yet?
No, I keep trying to, and we keep getting sidetracked. But that's not, which we never do on this show, right?
Never.
We were right on topic. That's just the way we are. Okay, and that is saying, panic averted. Steve is saying the one in Epcot changed to Sam Eagles. Yeah, okay, so we're getting confirmation here. Okay.
And
Mary thought you had some insider information that she didn't know, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. So what question do we want to ask Laura now? So we did favorite restaurant. How about favorite dessert? Favorite dessert.
The Dole Whip.
You like Dole Whips?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do
the pineapple Dole Whips?
Pineapple Dole Whip. Do you get it special or do you get just the regular pineapple Dole Whip?
I get the regular.
So no vanilla swirl in there?
Nope.
Which one did you get it from?
She's speaking my language.
Okay, because now my wife Patty, she does it a little different than the regular Dole Whip. She has them do something extra with it. He gets the regular Dole Whip.
Right. Only way to go.
I'm a citrus swirl guy.
Yeah, you look a little swirly.
He also doesn't like pineapple.
I don't like. Yeah, I'm not a big pineapple fan. And my daughter actually, I think, is the same way. She probably got it from me. Sort of get itchy and a little allergic to it or something.
She claims she's allergic to pineapple.
Yeah, that's what my daughter says. So I'm going to say I am too, and stick with that story.
Okay.
Because, but Dole Whips are a good thing. You get them in Magic Kingdom, or do you get them at Pineapple? What is it, Lanai at
The pineapple Lanai.
Lanai at the Polynesian?
Well, it's kind of a tradition when we go. I take my grandchildren every spring break, except the most recent spring break. I take my grandkids. I have 4. We go every spring break, and one of the traditions is before we leave on day 1, we stop and we get a Dole Whip. So wherever we go, and usually it's Magic Kingdom, but sometimes it's actually in Disney Springs or downtown Disney or whatever they're calling it now.
It's Disney Springs. It's downtown Disney.
I know they're calling it Disney Springs, but I'm a downtown Disney girl, so
I say that one section is specifically Disney Springs.
Yeah. He still considers the one section, the newer stuff, Disney Springs, and the rest of it is downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the one half? It's literally no springs in there.
And they added it seemed like overnight they added like about another 1,000 restaurants
and stores.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
insane.
It's more like an outdoor mall now.
Yeah. I mean, we sort of prided ourselves on the fact that we would try a different restaurant almost every trip. There's some restaurants we do all the time that we just do on every trip, but we would always try and add a couple new ones to our list. And then when Disney Springs opened up with all those new restaurants, it's like, well, we're never going to catch up with all these. Right. So yeah, that was tough.
I went there recently. The second opening. I went the first opening. It was just only third party open, and I didn't care for it. But the second time I went to get into World of Disney, they had a what do they call that, virtual lines, and I went up to them and I said, okay, how do we get in? And they said, well, give me your cell phone number. And I said, okay, because I give my cell phone number to everybody. And I said so, and they said it's a 6-hour wait.
Oh,
I said, okay.
So in other words, you virtually aren't going to get anything.
Well, I actually got my text message in 2 hours.
Okay, so
it was a rainy day, so I think there were a lot of people that weren't going in. They were, they were backing out, or they were having lunch and couldn't make it, or whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
So I just went and waited in my car.
Yeah, I mean,
waited in my car because I had to get my my little guy.
Oh my goodness.
My little the child. I had to get my child, the child from Mandalorian.
Oh man, okay. That's one of my favorite new shows on Disney.
Yeah, October can't come soon enough.
He's agreeing with me, and I don't even know what they're agreeing with me about.
What's that?
Katie Bloomberg says they agree with me, and I don't even know what I said.
It might have been about the regular Dole Whip, I think. Maybe. We're not sure. But yeah, I mean, if you do a virtual line and they tell you 6 hours, yeah, I could see a half to 3/4 of those people probably saying, forget that. We're out of here. So yeah, so that's good. I'm glad it only took 2 hours instead of 6.
Yeah. Nice stand. It was actually a very nice older lady. FYI.
Just clearing that story up real quick.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What stands? Yeah. Look giving a number to that cute guy. Yeah. Sure. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Kelly's actually going even back further for us here. She's saying, bring back Disney
Village.
There you go. And what's Mary saying here? Virtually, I would need to check in before I leave Maryland. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mary. Check in, start driving. You'll get there. You'll get your Dole Whip or whatever you want.
Well, it was day one, and they're ironing out the kinks now, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Well, it should settle down, I would hope. As time goes. So let's see. What is T9 is saying? Something about depends on where I'm at. From an Animal Kingdom, I get a little something added to her Dole Whip. I guess.
Strawberries.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Knowing T9, I'm sure it's something interesting. Yeah, Mary's a citrus swirl person too.
Is it
Maybe rum. It might be rum or something
she
like
wants
that.
the rum.
Oh my goodness. So,
Es posible.
what's that?
Spanish. It's es posible. That's possible.
Oh, there you go. There you go. A little Spanish. There we go. See, we're multilingual here.
Well, we're not.
We're not.
Well,
But
I speak Spanglish way better than I speak Spanish.
you do some
What on earth
Spanglish.
is Spanglish?
You've done Spanglish.
English, you talk like this. You
It's
talk
just sort
like
of
this all the days. All the days.
you've done Spanglish. You don't know.
So
you've
you
done
basically just talk with a Spanish accent.
Spanglish. A little
Yes.
bit. A little
Yes.
bit.
And
Yeah.
you use improper grammar.
Oh, I was right about the downtown Disney Springs thing. The
What?
sectioning. The one is basically
Oh, okay. Katie was agreeing you with about the one section being downtown Disney, the other being Disney Springs.
because
Okay.
the one side literally has no springs in it.
Oh my goodness.
There's no spring in that one side.
I know there isn't. There isn't. It's just there. It's one spot and then that's it. So anyway, Laura, we've got Abigail who's been patiently waiting in our waiting room here.
Aw.
So if you'd like to stay on, we can keep you on if you'd like. If we had Abigail, or if you're good for the night and you just want to watch the rest of the show and relax, it's up to you. What would you like to do?
I want to watch the rest of the show.
Okay. So we will.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, it's been fun having you on, and we might try this again some other night. This, like I said, this was
I
a
hope so.
first. We figured
This
we'd
is
just try and see what happens,
Yeah, this is fun. Okay, great.
But it's been nice talking with you and seeing you, which is always interesting to be able to see and talk to somebody rather than just seeing messages pop up on the screen and
Yeah.
things like that. Put a face to a voice. What's that?
Thanks, Mary.
Oh. I'm not kicking her off. She could stay on if she wants.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you being on, and we hope you have a magical week. And we'll see you again next week on the show. And
We've got Stan and Rick agreeing again.
who knows what we'll talk about next week? But okay, we appreciate it, Laura.
Bye.
See you later. Okay, so we have got
We did Laura hasta luego.
we have got Abigail on the show. What's that?
You didn't get that one?
Hasta luego.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good.
That's like one Spanish word I know. One of the few.
C. I know that
What's
one.
that mean?
C means yes.
Never thought about it that way before, Charlie.
And C, I can see Abigail right now.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, you are on the show. Can we hear you? That's the question. Can
I
we?
hear you.
I can hear her.
I can hear her.
Okay. May not be the greatest connection because you're sort of jittery, but we can hear you and we can see you. We'll see how this works out because we had an episode 2 weeks ago, and we had somebody who didn't have a great connection. Unfortunately, kept cutting in and out, but we'll see what happens. So how are you doing tonight, Abigail? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I think we got a
Yeah, I
bad.
can hear you.
Okay. So I'm going to try and ask you a Disney question. Hopefully the connection holds out long enough that you can answer it for us. So we talked about restaurants.
Desserts.
Talked about desserts. What would you have something you'd like to ask? Ooh.
No.
Ooh, I got one.
Go ahead.
Okay, Abigail, what is your favorite ride or attraction at Disney World? It's a tough one.
In between Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain? You know what? Splash Mountain is one of my favorites too. Probably my favorite at Magic Kingdom, at least. Because it's, like it's got sort of like a roller coaster thing going.
And it gets you wet.
It's a water ride. It gets you wet. It's a dark ride. It's got, all the characters and everything. It's like a little bit of everything all mixed into one ride. So that's a good choice. I like that one. We got a few people out
Splash
here.
Mountain Haunted Mansion. That's what she said.
Yeah, Stan's saying hi. He's saying Abigail. Rick is saying hi,
Hi,
Abby.
Stan.
Let's see what else we got here.
Right.
Up. No, let's go back. Let's go up to the top and we'll work our way down. So anyway, Mary was saying
Hall of Presidents. Say Hall of Presidents.
yeah, Spanglish. Okay, T9 is saying hi, Abby. My Gail? Abby, my Gail. Rick said hi.
She
Yeah,
might be
Mary.
frozen.
Mary was saying you might be frozen. You were frozen there for a little bit. What's Kelly saying? Mine depends. Her
I
favorite
did not ignore the Haunted Mansion comment.
depends on the day and the company. Yeah, sometimes that makes a difference who you're with. Yeah, no. I didn't catch that part actually. I did not catch that part. So you also like Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain. Yeah, I don't have the best of connections, I don't think. T Nina is saying Hall of Presidents. Say Hall of Presidents. Yeah, that's good. Laura's, I think, agreeing with Splash Mountain. Mary's saying no. Actually,
I didn't ignore it.
I actually didn't hear that part. It sort of blacked out on me a little bit there. I heard something and then Splash Mountain. So I went with Splash Mountain because that's all I heard. Yeah, we are not the hugest Haunted Mansion fans in this house, right?
No.
We've only done Haunted. Well, I've done Haunted Mansion a number of times. The kids have only done it. What, you've done it once, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how about? Well, we already asked this, but I'm going to ask you this as well. Do you have a favorite dessert at Disney? Favorite dessert?
A favorite dessert? Oh, okay. I would say the Mickey pants.
Mickey what?
Mickey Pants.
Mickey Pants? Are you talking about the one that they have at Beaches and Cream, maybe?
No, I think there's like a dessert that's cake-like that actually looks like Mickey's pants.
Is that the one you're talking about? The cake-like one that looks like Mickey's pants?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking it was
That was a sink.
it was a kitchen sink, but it sort of looks like Mickey's pants at the same time.
Anything they make look like Mickey Mouse looks like Mickey's pants.
Oh man. So what's with the cake one then? What do they?
Where is that?
Where do you get the Mickey cake pants at?
In Magic Kingdom, I don't remember what place it's in.
Okay. Do you know where it is?
No. I have absolutely no idea.
We're drawing a blank on that one. If anyone out there happens to know where you get the Mickey pants, which is a cake type thing, it looks
At least that's what I think it is.
That's what you think it is. Okay.
I think she agreed with that.
Yeah. T9 says all desserts are her favorites, whichever one happens to be in front of her at the time. And Mary is saying, I think she means the ice cream sundae at the Main Street ice cream shop. Does that sound right to you, Abigail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we got that one. We got that one figured out. And then, Mary agrees with T9 about any dessert that's in front of her. And Maria is saying, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So sounds like we got a lot of people who just like to eat whatever desserts are in front of them. Mary is also saying there are cake pops that look like Mickey. And Rick is saying, I have Mickey pants. They are sundae containers.
Can you
So,
name one dessert that has not been made to look like Mickey Mouse, though?
but not pants. I mean, most of them look like a Mickey head, not the pants all the time. Most of the things that they give you look like Mickey's head, right?
But then the clubhouse looks like pants.
The clubhouse. That's true. Yeah, the clubhouse on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse looks like his pants, which is a little creepy when you think about it. Would you want to live in Mickey's pants? I don't think that's a very good idea. And Rick is saying the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. Yeah, they've got some good stuff there at the ice cream parlor. And then we've got what else is
He's
Rick
saying? He has mini ones too.
Oh, okay.
Mini
So they
ice
got
cream
Mickey
Mickey
and Minnie ones. So Abigail, did I hear correctly? Rick, I think Rick was saying that you're going to be on the next Monorail Tales show. That they are. I think they're publishing it tonight. Or
Recorded it at the end of May.
Okay. You recorded it at the end of May, and I think he said they're going to publish that tonight. And sounds like you're going to be singing a song at the end of that show. So, sort of looking forward to hearing that.
I hope so. I was so nervous that day because I wanted to do it well, but the next day I felt so embarrassed because I know how, because I don't like hearing myself or anything, so I didn't want to sound bad on the show and embarrass everybody.
I'm sure you did a great job. I'm going to look forward to listening to that. I mean, we watch ourselves sometimes, and I'll tell you what, and we've been known to sing a few songs on the show. We do what we can, but I'm sure you did a great job, and I'm looking forward to hearing that one.
We got a couple more people jumping on too.
Oh, yeah, we got some more people on in our waiting.
Okay,
so are you? Do you have any trips planned or?
Well, I think we were kind of planning on going in. Everything that's going shouldn't go. Cause in Florida, wear a mask. Not a good idea.
I missed part of that, but
It sounded like December.
sound like December, maybe.
That, based on what I could hear.
Yeah, you've been cutting in and out a little bit on us, but yeah, I hope you get to go before the end of the year. We're still trying to see if we might be able to go before the end of the year, but anyway. So anyway, we got a couple of people in our waiting room, so we're going to go ahead and switch over. And thank you for being on tonight.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for being here, and have a magical week. We'll see you. Okay, so we've got Katie. It looks like she's next, and it looks like Steve's on deck. So we're gonna have to start trying to keep this, because we originally said we were gonna try to do this for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes a piece or whatever. So
that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. But we'll try to be a little bit better here. There's Katie. How's it going, Katie?
Good. How about yourself?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, now we're starting to get a waiting list here, people on here, but that's a good thing. And looks like
keep people moving. Yeah.
Who said that? Oh, Mary's saying to keep people moving. Okay, sure. Kelly, what'd she say? I'm hoping to get reservations for October for 2021. Then
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a ways off, but we'll see what happens. A couple people there saying bye
Time
to
limits ever
Abby.
work with you, right?
Okay, so Mary's saying, like time limits ever work with me, right? Yeah, we said we're going to do a show for like a half hour, an hour, and we're on for like 3 hours. So anyway, so how are you doing tonight, Katie?
I'm doing good. Just
You're doing
relaxing.
good?
Just got off work a little while ago.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I hope you're getting a little bit of a chance to relax tonight.
But then instead she decided to do this.
But instead she decided to watch us. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have to be up at 5 a.m. So
Oh man.
yeah.
We're definitely going to keep this one short then.
Yeah. No, we're gonna force you to stay on the show now for the next 6 hours.
Okay. I'm up late anyway, so it's all good.
You could just sleep. Nobody would even notice.
Right.
With our show, it would be about the same thing.
Exactly.
Well, you have any questions?
I do have a question. I'm just trying to think which one I want to ask.
Hi, Stan.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly.
What's that?
Stan and Kelly said hi.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got to pop those up.
They are saying
You should pop those up there because I'm thinking. Yeah, you pop those up there while I'm thinking of the question.
Stop moving the mouse around while I'm trying to pop
I'll
them
let
up there,
you.
man.
I'll let you hold the mouse now. We've got 2 mice here, one on each side that I have and one that he has. And
Gotcha.
sometimes we're fighting over the mouse and figuring out who's going to click what and who's doing what.
My strawberries H.
T9 said her strawberry's H. I don't know what that means. I think maybe a strawberry attacked her mid-sentence and knocked her down before she could finish.
Maybe she has the problem like I do, type too fast.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
you
here
were
we
almost right.
Okay, yeah, she said they just boiled over. I'm blaming you guys. Thanks a lot, Tina. Oh my goodness. So, okay, Katie, let's
Asked restaurants, food, attractions.
I mean, we could re-ask some similar questions, but let's ask, what is your favorite Walt Disney World park?
Mine's the Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely. I'd agree with that. What about you? What do you think? Do you like Magic Kingdom the best, or which one do you like?
As far as attractions go, yes.
Okay. Okay, now sort of a follow-up question to that. When you go to Disney, like how often do you get to go, first off?
Well, I live an hour and a half away, so I was able to go just about every other day if I wanted to.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So this follow-up question probably wouldn't make as much sense for you then, because, like us out-of-staters who only get to come, once, twice, sometimes 7
times,
8 times
year.
in a year, we usually end up having to plan our trips where we're down there for a week or 10 days or 2 weeks at a time. And so for me, it's like, okay, when we go, what's the first park that we go to?
Right.
And more often than not for us, it's Magic Kingdom. But
I always do Magic Kingdom last because it's my favorite park, so I do all the other parks.
That's interesting. Okay.
Control what?
Okay. What's that?
Control what?
Copy.
Copy.
V to paste it.
I usually do like Animal Kingdom first, and then I do Epcot, and then I do Hollywood Studios.
Okay. That's interesting. Because, most people that I ever talk to, when you ask, and I think that's the difference between like being in state and out of state. But I think out of staters probably would say they go to Magic Kingdom first because, that's a lot of people's favorite park. It's the classic. It's the oldest park there out of the 4.
It was also the only park there out of the 4.
Yeah, until the early 80s at least. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But that's interesting. I like that. Save it for last. Save the best for last. We did have one trip where we sort of bounced things around a little bit. We usually had done like Magic Kingdom, then Epcot, then Hollywood Studios and/or Animal Kingdom next. Flip-flop.
We would usually do either Magic Kingdom or Epcot 2 times, and then
and then we would save
half at Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, we'd get park hoppers so that then if we were there.
So you're not spending all day at Animal Kingdom of all places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
we would
agree
do.
with you.
Yeah. So you're not
Somebody understands.
You're not a big.
Animal Kingdom's my least favorite park out of all of them.
There you go. Look at that. You've got some fans here.
I always just saw it as more of a glorified zoo that had like a theme park in it.
But I do like the Avatar land though.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. That and the the ride itself is amazing. How it's 3D and it's just so immersive the way they've got that set up. But yeah, that's interesting. So you do Animal Kingdom like first, second, whatever, and then you go to Magic Kingdom last to save that one for the end of the trip. But yeah, we will do the Magic Kingdom first, then we'll do the other parks, and then usually the last day we'll split it and maybe do park hop the last couple of days.
Although more recently, Hollywood Studios has been more of a all day park.
It's getting it's definitely gotten back to it now. For a while there, and you probably got to witness this because you obviously got to go quite a bit. But yeah, for a while there, Hollywood Studios was definitely a half-day park.
Yes, it was. I haven't seen the new Star Wars stuff just because I didn't want to go when it was all crowded and everything, so I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
What on earth is T9 saying?
Yeah, I don't know what T9 is saying.
I'm guessing she's speaking Navi or whatever.
Do you understand what T9 is saying there? Natazu?
I think she's talking about the Avatar.
Yeah, I think she's speaking Navi.
Yeah.
That's N-A.
Yeah, exactly.
Apostrophe V-I.
Yes,
Is it?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. They've got those little apostrophe things. Yeah. So you get to go quite a bit. I assume you're an annual pass holder then.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you guys are ever down, any of you guys, if you guys are ever down, just let me know and I'll meet up with you guys.
That'd be cool. I mean, so like in 2015, we had been going pretty regularly for a long time. And in 2016 and 17, we had annual passes, and we literally
It was
drove
insanity.
It was insanity. We drove back and forth because we don't fly. It's just too expensive. But we would drive down there, 18 to 20 hour drive. And we were down there 8 times in 1 year and these weren't just like quick little, 2-3 day trips.
Right.
Most of them were, a week trip or whatever. And then we had a trip or two to NASA because my wife got to see a rocket launch. So that was pretty cool.
She is speaking.
I've been to Kennedy Space Center a few times. I actually got to watch the Curiosity rover be launched when it was launched.
That would be cool. Or would have been a cool one to see. Anyway, so that's interesting. I like how you work your plans out for the parks. So
they're speaking Animal Kingdom.
They're speaking Animal Kingdom, apparently.
Do they mean some type of African language? Most likely.
It's probably
they do, but they don't really speak it too much. If you go into where Kilimanjaro is, they do speak African there.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, you know what? We're going to have you on again sometime.
Sure.
I think, just since you get to go so much, you probably know just about everything there is to know about Disney.
I do. I know a lot. So anytime.
Well, if you ever have any pictures or anything cool that you want to post on the WDWpov page or group, I don't know if you're in the page or the group or you're in both, but
yeah, I'm on both.
Okay, good. Like I said, and I try to explain to people, it's hard to explain, but if you're in the group, you guys get to post more stuff there, whereas on the page, you can't really post much. It's mostly just what we can post, unfortunately.
Natazu.
Jeez. That's what T9 was saying. Not a zoo. Not a zoo. Gotcha. Thanks for that one, T9. There's a little bit of humor inserted there.
Enjoy your night. I will enjoy the rest of the show. It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, we kept Steve waiting for a little too long.
Yeah, Steve's been out there waiting for quite a while now, so we got to get to Steve. But we do appreciate you being on, and have a magical night, and we hope to see you again sometime soon.
All right, sounds good. Bye, guys.
Take care.
You too.
Okay, poor Steve. Poor Steve has been sitting there waiting, patiently waiting and waiting and waiting. And there he is, still sitting there waiting, wondering what we're doing.
I think he's asleep.
I think he's asleep. I think he's snoring. Yeah, I think we put him to sleep here. that waiting
I
room
was
could
just playing
really
with you
take a
guys.
toll.
I was just playing.
How are you doing, Steve?
We're great. How about yourself? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, which is a good
Okay,
thing.
can you see me?
Actually, better now. Yeah, I know you
Yeah, I
can't
was
see
yelled
me.
at to put it lower.
No, we could see you fine.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, nice to have you on.
This is cool how you did this. This is pretty cool. We'll try this again sometime.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Sort of impromptu.
We do all these impromptu type things, and like I said, the show really was, in essence, I mean, I'm not putting anyone down by saying this, but in essence, it was about nothing because we had no idea what it was going to really be about. We were just going to try and make everybody a character tonight who wanted to join, jump on the show and be a guest and see what happened. We have no clue, completely unscripted. We don't know what's going to happen next. So don't do anything nasty on us now, Steve.
Another podcast we listen to on Thursday nights does call-ins, so that's cool too. So,
are you talking about DNA, Disney DNA?
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, they just had, I know Trent. They just had their 300th show last Thursday. We were watching that one, and
I was there. I was on.
Yeah, I did. I think you. I'm trying to remember when you were toward the end, maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember quite a few people called in, and I know they held it
more
over.
than normally usually do.
What's that?
That was more than usually call in, so I couldn't. I'm usually first or second. It's usually between me and Rob that get in first or second, but a lot more people were calling in.
That's right. I remember you guys were competing with each other in the comments and chatting about it. Who was going to get in first, and yeah, and I think Stan actually, I think, was the last one on that night, if I remember.
Yep.
I think he was the last one on because I stuck around for the entire episode to listen in. But
yeah, he was Bob Eubanks that night because there was Saturday night before he hosted a game show on Now That's Disney, and Mary and I were co-champions.
Yeah. So that means you guys know a lot about each other as far as
Disney related, at least.
The
Disney related, at least.
the not so newlyweds. Yeah. Which is funny, and I joked around with Stan about this on the Monorail Tales podcast. We actually, for probably a good 6-8 months, maybe even longer now, we've been kicking around doing a not so newlywed game, and we had the idea has been tossed around. Steve and Sheila have been trying to put something together, and it's always ended up on the back burner. And then when I saw Stan post about, Now That's Disney doing the not so newlywed game, I was like, oh no, that's like stealing our thunder now. Cause
No, anybody can do it. It's fun.
I mean, it's, it's not like all of us do different types of shows and everybody has their own little spin and take on it. So yeah, that we'll still do one, but we might wait a little while just to make sure it's, not like one on top of the other like that. But Mary's saying that Stan stole our idea.
What else is new? He stole your ideas from the POV for all the lists we did, like putting the snacks against each other and
yeah,
and the rides.
Yeah, because we
just have to copy everything you do.
Well, and again, like I said, it's
by the way, Stan's in the waiting room.
Oh, Stan's in the waiting room, by the way. We can let him sit there for a while, though. We'll let Stan wait. Now, actually, it's weird because it's not showing his picture.
Maybe he doesn't have image.
Yeah, it's weird. He doesn't have an image yet, so he's sitting in the wings waiting patiently. But
he's an hour behind, so he can wait.
But no, it's funny though, because we joke around about stealing each other's shows. But when you think about it, I'm sure there are podcasts that have been around for years and years and years, well beyond either of us, that have done these things. And then months or years go by, and then another podcaster picks up and does something, whether they know it or not, that somebody else already did. But it's fun. We just enjoy.
It's entertainment. It's fun.
Exactly. What's Mary saying here?
He didn't turn on his camera. He is probably eating.
He's probably eating. Oh my goodness.
So you.
All right. So what question do you have for me?
What do you think? You got a
Me
question?
and Steve are thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, he was thinking, what's the question? And you're asking, what's the question right about the same time. Got to think about this one because I've used up quite a few already tonight. You
can always copy yourself.
I got one. But then I'm not going to have one for Stan.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. Okay.
Stan doesn't need a question.
Okay. We will ask you, what is your favorite Disney resort?
That's a good question. We bought in Beach Club first, and that's the first hotel we stayed in. So I'd have to say Beach Club, but we also love Animal Kingdom because DVC own points there. So those two are the best, and Bay Lake Tower is the best if you want to get the Magic Kingdom quick because you can just walk from there.
Yeah,
so I'd say Beach Club first.
Yeah, Beach
Club. Our original, the villas. That's our original, and they've got that cool pool that you can swim in and build sand castles and things like that. Stormalong Bay.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, that's strangely enough, it's not listed as the largest pool, although I got to think it's probably the largest maybe in area spread out wise, but the one
I think it takes up 3 acres.
Yeah, but I think as far as an actual pool, they say Art of Animation, that's the biggest pool, but it's just one big pool. That's all it is, more or less. But yeah, well, I love Stormalong Bay. They've got a water slide. Like you said, they've got the sandy section there that you can go in. They've got the lazy river. They've got
a whirlpool.
Yeah, they've got all kind of stuff going on there. That's one of the few places, a lot of other pools at Disney you can go to, whether you're staying at the resort or not. But that one, you pretty much
pool hop.
You gotta make sure that you got your little, wristband going, or else you're probably not going to get in there. But yeah, we've been to the Beach Club a few times. We were there for our 30th anniversary back in 2014, and that was an interesting year because we were there. We were there for our 30th anniversary. A key birthday for my wife, beginning with a 5. And we were also there for Jack's. It was his 10th birthday, all within like about a week or two of each other. And so on that trip, we celebrated all of them at one time, which was a lot of fun.
Pretty
and that
cool.
was at the Beach Club. So, so you guys are DVC. Do you stay then at the villas that are like right next to the main building?
Yes, we've actually paid to stay in the hotel, but we own in the villas, so that's where we mainly stay now that we have DVC. But one year we didn't have enough points, so we stayed in the hotel.
Okay. Yeah, and Maria is saying that. Yeah, and I think Maria is saying that she was working there at that time, and I sort of wonder whether we might have run across her.
Mary said she looked familiar. Mary said she looked familiar when she saw her on the show last week.
Yeah, you're right. She did to me too. She posted some pictures from back when she was working at the Beach Club, and yeah, I could swear I've seen her before.
We didn't do in-room dining or get a cake back then, but somehow Mary still said she recognized her.
I'll bet we probably ran across her at some point or another.
Monorail or Beach Club days.
Yeah, that's true. She also did the monorails for a while too.
There are servers at the clam bake restaurant that know us because we eat there breakfast once a trip and dinner once a trip, so we know some of the servers. And at Beaches and Creams, some of the servers recognized us the last trip we were there too, and came over and said hi to us.
Yeah, that's always fun when you get to go back. And
what's even weirder is when a cast member's like, "Hey, I remember you," and you barely interacted with them. And they may have just seen you for a couple seconds.
Yeah, we have. Go ahead.
We have bellhops that know us and valet parkers that know us from the Animal Kingdom that transferred hotels and has seen us at Bay Lake, and then he saw us there, and he said, "I know you." Mary will look at him, and he'll look at us and say, "I remember you guys," and it's just kind of interesting. We used to when we started staying at the beach club, we used to get the same guy every trip, so we got to know each other too.
Yeah, that's always neat, and obviously the cast members are, to me, they're like the biggest part of Disney anyway. I mean, the parks are great, the resorts are great, the restaurants are great, everything's great. But if it weren't for the cast members, that's what brings us back. I mean, they're the ones who make it special. Yeah, and
Yep.
yeah, we've had a couple of times where I know Beaches and Cream. We've had the same waitress there a handful of times that we, has recognized us. Chef Ken over at the Plaza Restaurant, awesome guy, and we try and make it a point to see him every time we go to Magic Kingdom. He's great. We've got some couple of people over at the Wave Restaurant. It's like there's all kind of different restaurants and things that and places that we've gone
We
to.
love the Wave too. That's really good. And
Yeah.
there's also a housekeeper that knows me at Animal Kingdom, because we always ask for extra hangers because we're always in a 1-bedroom and we do our laundry so we don't come home with a bunch of dirty laundry. And like the same lady has delivered the hangers 3 or 4 times, so she knows I can't see that well, and she hands them to me a certain way and hands me the extra towels and things like that. And she says, I gave you hangers and towels the last time you were here.
It's amazing what the cast members remember from trip to trip. I'm trying to think. What was the one you were talking about, Marcus?
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood
There was
Studios.
someone helping work or working at the Toy Story. That was before Toy Story Land had opened.
Yeah.
That, like, it was closing down for the night. Hollywood Studios, back when it was just like the little Pixar area.
Mm-hmm.
And this one cast member is just like, "Hey, I remember you guys from like almost last year," or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a year earlier,
and it was really weird.
And it was like she was at the spot where they took pictures with Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Yeah. And
it was just really weird.
Across from Toy Story Midway Mania.
Back when that was the original entrance.
And literally, we had only interacted with her while we were in line a year earlier for maybe a few minutes, and she remembered us from a year later. Just incredible. And she knew exactly who we were. She described what happened the previous time we were there.
And we remembered what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just really interesting.
Well, Mary says with me being blind and Nevaeh having some disabilities, we kind of stick out a little bit. So that's how people remember us.
Maybe that's us too. I don't know. Because
one of us is blind.
No. I mean, with Jack and
Steve appreciated the joke. That's all I needed.
I may be mentally blind. That's about. I could claim.
I wasn't going to say which one could be blind. I was just going to let you guys figure it out.
Oh man. The other one that was really cool was an interaction we had with the sound crew. I mentioned this the other day. Mary had posted something about the Beauty and the Beast show that they have at Hollywood Studios. And Jack loves smoke machines. In fact, on a future episode, we're going to pull out a smoke machine and show you guys what we got him a couple years ago, because he loves smoke machines.
It doesn't get used very much.
No, we don't use it a lot because it fills the room up pretty quickly. But he loves the smoke machines. He could tell you every ride and attraction that has a smoke machine at Disney. And after the show was over this one particular time, we were leaving, but he wanted to go down and, look at the smoke machines that were near the stage. And the sound crew, the special effects guys at that big board up near the top, right in the middle, up near the top of the steps there, they noticed that. And as we're walking out, we started talking to them about it. And they let Jack work the big board. They reset the thing. The crowd had pretty much all left. They reset the board so he could hit a few of the buttons to start the smoke machines up again. And then he ran down there and was, playing in the smoke a little bit. It was really cool. And then it was like about a year and a half later, we're there again. We're walking out. We weren't going to say a thing. And they stopped us and said, "Oh, you're the kid who likes the smoke machines, aren't you?" And they let him play with the machines again. So it was really cool. I mean, they're just absolutely amazing cast members at Disney
I
World.
think they embed chips in us as we leave or as they interact with us, so they know who we are in the future.
Yeah, that could be. I think that could be. It's got to be something. Maybe that's what the magic bands do. It's they probably have something embedded, in the side of their head,
like Star Wars, like Lobot.
Yeah.
Well,
What was the one guy? What was his name?
Lobot.
Okay. Yeah, from
when
Cloud.
we stay at the Animal Kingdom, there's rooms that are like a mile away from the elevators, and it always seems like we get a close room to the elevator or the exit or something like that. It always seems like we never. Now the next time we go, we'll probably be a mile away, but it always seems like they know to put us close to the elevator or close to the exit to get out, to get to the buses. It just always seems to happen that way.
Yeah. That's
This is where we got 2 stand solos.
Yeah, this is where we have 2 stand solos in the green room. I'm assuming the stand solo that we can actually see interacting
must be some person
is an imposter.
Yeah.
He's an imposter. And then the one
You
with
better watch out. It might be Kermit.
Yeah. And then the other screen, which is just a blank profile, is probably the real stand solo. So we'll see which one we bring on next. Anyway,
it's been really great talking to you guys. And Mary says I talk too much, and I usually do, so I derailed the show. But
no,
we'll do this again. And
no, in fact, you know what, Steve? I think I said I talked too much. I didn't let you talk enough. So I'm a bad host.
Put us both together, and we'd probably last a day on the show. So.
Well, here's what we'll do, because me and Marcus have kicked this around for a while. We don't know when we're ever going to do it, but
not this idea.
We've talked about having like a telethon type show for 24 hours.
I thought it was 8 hours.
Well, we'll see.
It was 8 hours because you said that was how long it would let us stream for.
There's a limit of 8 hours unless you do some special stuff. But yeah, so if we have
on YouTube, not on YouTube, Facebook limits you to 4 hours, but YouTube doesn't limit you.
Right. So yeah.
I think if you use StreamYard, I don't think Facebook limits you either.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll check out all the fine details and rules and stuff. But
I don't think I could last for more than 4 hours.
But
or 3 hours.
We'll bring Steve.
You can have guest hosts to come in.
Yeah, Steve.
Fine. I'll just walk out of the room.
Steve will take over for a while. He could do like the Rick Forbes show earlier tonight. I don't know if you ended up catching that whole thing.
I was listening while I was playing kickball outside.
Oh, okay. Well, what happened? It was the weirdest thing.
We had Rick Forbes on.
Yeah, Rick Forbes was our guest.
And our internet cut out for a little bit, at least on StreamYard.
Yeah. So our signal cut out, but Rick was still running live. And he was on the show by himself for about 2 minutes until our connection redid itself and we jumped back on. So strangest thing I'd ever seen.
Thank you. We
missed you guys last Monday night, so we look forward to the Monday night shows. But you guys need a break every now and again, so we'll look forward to more shows.
We appreciate you guys being on, and we just thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being part of our extended family. We really do appreciate all you guys out there. It's a lot of fun. So
tell Miss Patty and Melissa and Jack we said hi.
I will do that. You can do that too. We'll even give them hugs for you.
There you go.
Well, hey Steve, we appreciate you being on tonight. And I guess we got to bring this Stawn guy on, so we don't want to keep him waiting too long. Take care. Have a magical night. Okay, so Who do we have left in the green room here? I think we've got this guy. What do you think? Should we bring him on?
I don't know.
I don't know. Mary says you have to. I think she's talking about
Steve.
Steve, you have to cut him off. You won't know when to end the camera. Yeah. Okay. So here we go with the man of the hour, Mr. Stan Solo.
How you doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
You know what? I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, do you have another Stan Solo in there?
Yes.
Wow, he just got video on.
There are 2 Stan Solos. Do you want me to try and bring the other one on? Which one is
there? We
real
go. Now the show's
Stan
twice
Solo?
as good. There we go. Now the show's twice as good.
Oh my goodness.
There, the show's twice as good now.
There,
isn't it?
We're cutting one of you off. Which one do you like?
Preferably the one that was first on first, because the second, whatever the first one was, apparently was having issues with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Which one do you like better, Stan?
Okay, this one is the better one.
Which one's the
Right
better
here.
one?
This one is the better one. The other one you can get rid of.
I wish I could tell which one we were pointing at.
I think it's the one that he's currently on, because this is the second one that he did.
Okay, the second one that you connected with is the one that's live right now. So we can get rid of the first one.
I don't know. This one's good. I think this is the good one. Let's see. This is the good one right here. That's the good one. Okay.
Well, the other one's
Let me
gone.
turn this one
the
off.
the other one's gone. So,
There.
well, I mean, you're still there, but
You're in the waiting room.
you're in the
but
waiting
gone.
room.
Oh, hang on. I can still hear over here in this one. Yeah, get rid of that other one.
People on the radio still listening to the show.
I'm going to kick you from the studio. How's that? Let's see what happens. If I
ban him from the studio.
yeah, I can either ban you or kick you from the studio. I'm going to
Press
kick
home to
you,
unlock.
and if for some reason you get lost, just jump back on.
Well, kick the one that's not on off. There we go.
There.
Okay,
we
good,
go.
he's still here.
Okay, that was the strangest thing. We had 2 Stan Solos on the air. The
If you
the
have,
man
if you have
who's so
2
nice.
iPads going, you can have 2 cameras. But the problem is, if you have the 2 iPads going, what am I looking at now? What camera am I using now?
Oh my goodness.
Stan is so nice. Streamed him twice.
Yeah, the man who's so nice, we streamed them twice. That's it.
Now, am I
So
supposed
you're
to turn up my mic to make up for T9 on not being able to be heard? Is that what the plan
No,
was?
please don't.
Yeah, make sure you turn all your speakers on. And watch yourself on Facebook and watch yourself on YouTube, so we can make sure we get double and triple reverb of you.
Just like all
Exactly.
those
It's always good to have lots of reverb.
radio shows.
Yeah, why is it everybody who calls into a radio show, they always have their radio cranked up? So
Hello? Hello?
Turn on your radio.
Please,
Turn down
please,
your radio.
turn your radio off. There is a delay.
what? I can't hear you. What?
That's because they're listening to the radio instead of listening to the phone, because there's other people in the room.
Yeah, there's like what, about a 10, 20 second delay, and they never can figure that out. So
Yes.
okay, Kelly is asking, what part of Canada are you from?
The coldest part.
I doubt that.
If there's a coldest spot in the universe, this is it. Often the headlines in our local newspaper read that it's colder here than it is on Mars.
Oh, now that's
Polar
cold.
bear country.
Well-
It's the coldest city in the world with a major population.
The brightest spot in the galaxy, and you're about as far away as possible from there.
Exactly. You find the hottest spot on Earth, you're the furthest away from it. The furthest
You got
city
an
from it.
astromech back there. You got an astromech with some carbon scoring there.
Can you see the stormtrooper? He has a sign today.
Oh, yeah. What's that say?
Oh, let's see. What's the sign say today?
I like cookies.
That's not a stormtrooper. That's a clone trooper.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Based on the armor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Echo. Echo from the Clone Wars.
Echo. Okay.
Echo.
Isn't it the one that we thought died?
Is that the one who they thought died, and then he turned out he was still alive later
That
on?
might have been Fives.
No, Fives definitely got killed. He was the one that had the chip removed from his head, and
Okay.
they eventually ended up killing him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all dead now. It was a long time ago in a galaxy
they all
far,
got
far
replaced.
away.
They all got
No one in the Star Wars universe is alive anymore. Well, except
and they
maybe
also got replaced by real people.
Baby Yoda. Baby
That's
Yoda
correct.
might be still alive.
Well, that was going to be my.
Yoda is still alive too, technically.
That was going to be my.
Well, no, he died in his little room there on Dagobah.
But he's still a ghost.
He's a Force ghost.
He's a Force ghost.
He lives on.
Yeah, but are you still a Force ghost if nobody remembers you?
That's sort of like if a tree falls.
I thought it didn't require anyone to remember you.
Then why aren't there like Force ghosts running all over the place? There's been generations and generations of Jedi and Sith, and there should be Force ghosts running everywhere.
But wasn't
you can't walk without bumping into one?
Wasn't it that weird process?
Yeah.
It's like pirates in Florida. It's like Pirates in Florida. They didn't want to put a Pirates of the Caribbean in because they're all over the place. You see one that's at the gas bar every day. Why put a Pirates of the Caribbean attraction in?
Oh my goodness! No, that whole Force Ghost thing. Wasn't it Qui-Gon who figured
learned
it out?
some of it, but they didn't go through all of it yet.
Yeah, and then Yoda ended up figuring it out, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but
then Darth Vader gets a pass entirely for some reason.
Yeah, Darth Vader. And then he turns into young Darth Vader after they redid the movies. Turned into young Anakin.
Katie Bloomberg stole my question.
What's that? What's Katie asking?
What is your favorite Star Wars movie, Stan?
I would say Empire Strikes Back.
That's a favorite.
That's the classic answer everyone gives.
Yeah,
Rogue One is up there for sure. I've watched Rogue One recently more than any of the other Star Wars movies, probably. That end scene with Vader is just phenomenal.
Which one?
Rogue One.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a couple issues with that one.
He always has issues.
But what are Buttface and Pigface guy doing on that planet? There's no way they got out of there in time before the Death Star shot that city.
Buttface and Pigface. You know who he's talking about?
Yeah. Well, they got out in time, obviously. They went straight to Tatooine.
They obviously got out.
But they just seemed like they
wouldn't have been there
in that city. It didn't. It couldn't have been more than a day.
They
probably would have stayed there more than a day.
They had a ship to catch.
They were on their way to the shuttle right then when they got bumped into each other. That's why where they were so close to where the spacecrafts land.
Yeah,
and they bumped into each other.
Yeah, it's like when you're at an airport.
They were on their way to Tatooine.
They were like at one of those airport bars. They were having some drinks.
Yeah,
and they got on their flight.
Yeah.
They're
wanted men. They're always on the run.
It's a death sentence on 12 systems.
Exactly.
Jeez.
I'll be careful.
You don't stay in one spot for very long if you have the death system in 12 systems.
You'll be dead.
Marcus, what don't you have issues with? Mary wants to know.
Well, not Artemis Fowl. That's not on the list.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Artemis Fowl. We said we weren't.
If anyone we were going to talk about it with, it would have been T9.
Okay, is it people in the chat? Can we talk about Artemis Fowl, or are you still waiting to see it? Can we go spoiler territory, or can't we go spoiler territory?
What is there
people in the chat? If anyone doesn't want us to talk about it, say don't talk about it.
What is there to spoil with that movie, though?
Yeah,
I feel like there was so much stuff in the trailers that you kind of know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, if you've read the books, I guess, but you know.
Maria was stationed there from 1987 to 1991. I'm thinking we're still talking about Tatooine.
I don't think that's what we're talking about.
No? Okay.
Lived in Iceland for 4 years.
Oh.
That might be what they're talking about.
Okay. Sounds like Iceland. That's a cold place. What's T9?
T9 is saying we can talk about it. Mary's saying we can talk about it. You can't spoil it. It was a book.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't read the book.
So,
but anyways, I didn't get it. I didn't get the movie.
Yeah. They said they put two books together, or people said that they've put two of the books together. And they tried to say that they made it an adaptation that you could understand without reading the books. But then they just said so many different things and showed so many different things that I didn't understand after watching it.
Yeah, it left me confused 2, I think, Stan. I think the three of us, believe it or not, which is an odd thing, all three of us, I think, agree.
Yeah, no, well, I slept through most of it though, so that might be part.
You didn't miss
that might be
anything.
part of the problem.
If you go back to the trailers, there's so many scenes in the trailers that weren't in the movie either.
Yes. So it's almost as if
So many well done scenes too, like scenes that they obviously put a ton of work into.
I'm betting that the scenes that were in the trailer that didn't show up in this movie, they probably already were figuring maybe it would be in a sequel if they decided to continue it on. But if they have a sequel, I mean, I'm not going to be jumping to see it. That's for sure. It was
This didn't feel like something I would have paid to see in the theater.
no. If this was at the theater and I had to pay to see it,
It felt like another Wrinkle in Time.
oh no, Wrinkle in Time. Yeah.
So the Darth Sidious at the end survives. So there is going to be a sequel, isn't there?
Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious. Yeah.
Whoever that person in the black with the hood was.
I think their name was Opal or something like that.
Something like that. All I got to say is these characters.
I thought it was a little slow. Yeah.
It's a little slow. It wasn't very well explained. I don't feel like the characters were developed that well.
They spent 90% of the movie in the kid's house.
And everybody had to have finished that movie with extreme sore throats because they all talked like this.
Josh Gad gave up during several lines. You could tell that he wasn't going to do the accent or the voice.
I felt sorry for Josh Gad.
Like when he was yelling, you could tell that's just Josh Gad's voice right there. He's not doing the gravelly giant dwarf.
Yeah, they
anymore.
were doing all the gravelly voice things. I mean, it was just like, oh.
Josh Gad was awesome in it.
I did like
it. Yeah, he was the highlight of the movie for sure.
Yeah. But that was, Josh Gad was one of the bright spots. He's doing his Darth Sidious thing going right here now.
I thought that was Josh Gad. Okay, so the Darth Sidious character had like a hood with a baseball cap. On what was that costuming decision?
You saw the baseball hat too?
Yeah, it was like a baseball hat underneath the hood pulled over. You can see part of the baseball cap.
Everyone at the prop emporium store said no one would notice.
Oh man!
So and are the humans bad or are the fairies bad? That's what I couldn't understand. Are they both bad?
It sounds like there's a little bad on both sides. There sounds like there's some humans who are trying to get unlimited power. There were some of these fairies who were trying to get whatever. What was that thing called that they could?
The
acorn,
Aquilos or something like that.
The acorn. The acorn. It was an acorn. That's
acorn?
It was a golden acorn.
Yeah. It was an acorn.
It looked like an acorn.
It was
like all of a sudden they're playing. What's that video game with you play all the time? You have to get the golden acorns. Animal Crossing. All of a sudden we're playing Animal Crossing. We're trying to get golden acorns from the fairies.
I don't recall any of that.
It was like one of those 3D puzzles, that
it was like the Da Vinci Code with an acorn.
Yes.
So Katie gives it a 4 out of 10. She thought it was slow.
Yeah,
okay, she says it's kind of both, that the fairies and the humans are bad. See, I'm thinking Mr. Fowl stole the acorn to protect it from other people.
Yeah, they explain exactly that.
Right. That's
so he was thinking he was good.
Aquilos.
Oh, there we go. Aquilos.
No one will ever know. It is Nebulois.
It was okay. Here was the thing that confused the heck out of me. Okay, so early on in the movie,
they show this
dome,
time freeze dome,
the time freeze dome, and at that wedding scene.
Yeah,
everybody freezes. They're all frozen in time,
including the giant troll.
The troll, everybody. Then they do the time freeze thing over Fowl Manor.
And no one inside of the building gets frozen. Like, they never explained why they didn't.
What made them?
Did they get damaged before it got to do the freezing?
No,
they shot it after.
They shot
it after Darrow. Okay.
Yeah, because remember that one guy on the boat was like frozen in midair.
But no one inside the house was. Like, they never explained why.
Yeah.
They could have had.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
What?
Because it was an external time freeze only.
But then why did the guy freeze in the middle of the boat?
Because he was outside.
So what? So you're saying they froze everything outside of the bubble?
Outside of the manor got frozen. They did say that. They did say we're do an external time freeze.
Okay.
How did we miss that?
I missed that then. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I
they
do
froze
remember that.
everything but inside.
That would
why-
explain why that giant wave held for so long.
Okay, so let me ask this then.
That would explain why that giant wave outside of the dome held for so long.
Okay, so that makes
Yeah,
sense. Let me
that's
ask-
one part I stayed awake for. Was that line? That's the only line I stood
Okay,
awake for.
He was awake.
He caught something we didn't.
He was awake for 2 seconds, and he caught the part we did.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this now. Logically, okay, I'm one of these fairies. I'm this
But what
army.
happened to them when they popped outside of the time freeze bubble?
I don't know.
What happened
hold
to
on.
those
Let me finish this.
Turned
thought.
into elastic lad when they left the bubble.
Yeah, they sort of like twisted and did some weird
And
things.
then,
Fingers stretched.
and then main characters, when they got caught
What
inside of
happened
it,
to
just
them?
popped right back out.
Wait, now let me ask this. Let me finish this thought here. Okay, so they freeze everything outside of the bubble. They're trying to rescue
inside the bubble.
They're trying to rescue this one fairy inside the bubble.
Holly, yeah.
Why not freeze the inside of the bubble? Because then your troublemakers, you know.
The rules are you can't go inside the house if you're not invited, apparently.
Right. So they can't freeze the inside because they wouldn't be allowed into the house.
Okay, see, now it's making sense, Stan.
It's like they're like part vampire, part fairy.
Now it's all making sense.
It might have something to do with Irish fairies specifically.
Yeah. And I did not know that Irish fairies had such a gravelly voice, or any,
Or
of
at
those.
least that one.
That one, yeah. What's her name?
Nobody remembers anyone's names except for Artemis, the other Artemis, Holly. Okay, that's it. Dom, maybe the butler. But
yeah,
don't
yeah.
call him the butler.
I did like the butler. I did
Yeah.
like the butler character.
Don't call him the butler.
Even though his name is actually
Beat the snot out of you.
Don't
He'll
call him
cut you in
butler.
half. Don't
No,
call
he
him the
was-
butler.
I did like him. He was a good character.
Mr. Butler.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like they didn't develop the characters
Creepy
enough,
fairy.
though. Creepy fairy is what Chris is calling.
She said she always fell asleep too.
everyone was about to fall asleep. I watched.
I kind of want to rewatch the parts I slept through.
Okay, here's how I watched it. My mom had put it on so she could like review it the night before. Okay, we finished watching it yesterday.
Which, by the way, she sort of liked it.
She likes everything.
I didn't mind it. I would have went to the theater. I mean, because it was a Disney movie, I'd go to the theater anyway. We were planning on doing a review for it.
Like
Yeah.
at night, she put it on,
Mm-hmm.
and then the day after she left to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like 15 minutes in, and I watched some of that. Then like the day after that, which was yesterday,
Yeah.
I watched the very end of it.
Oh. So you saw the beginning and the end. And
I feel like I didn't miss much when she actually made us rewatch it, the entire thing again yesterday.
and then you saw the whole thing, and it didn't really make any more sense to you.
No, I think I knew about just as much at watching the beginning and the end. It was like reading the beginning and end of a book, and then you know exactly.
Yeah.
Then why does he have regular Josh Gad voice when he yells?
Nina has a good comment there about.
I mean, we can
gravelly
understand
voice.
why he has the gravelly voice, but
I mean, yeah, if you're eating dirt and rocks, that's going to mess up your throat. I guess.
That's where the gravel comes from. The rocks, the tiny rocks, a lot of tiny rocks. They make up gravel. They give you a gravelly voice.
I don't think I can do
It took
that.
me a while
Oh, yeah.
to realize that was Josh Gad.
You know what? He didn't know it was Josh Gad. I
I thought it was
recognized
some
him.
random Jack Black lookalike.
He said.
That's what I thought. I thought this kind of looks like Jack Black. Who?
Yeah,
well,
Jack Black's looking
is
good for
let
his
himself
age.
go and grew out the giant beard.
yeah, it did. He looked like but he said there was a guy who was an actor who looked like Jack Black,
But I knew it wasn't Jack Black.
and then as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's Josh Gad. But I hope you're not squeamish.
Yeah.
Anyway, Katie apparently did a review on it too. So yeah, my wife did a
Where can you
review.
find the review? Is it on like in your? Where's the review? Is there a website or something we can go to?
I don't. Hey, Patty, is she even awake? I think she's asleep. She if
Because she was watching Optimus Fowl while we were
No, they were watching.
we were recording.
No, they were watching Hook.
Oh yeah, they were watching
classic.
Hook, a classic Hook. Yeah, no, if my wife posted it, which I'm guessing she did, it would be on a mothersrandomthoughts.com. Katie, if you want to post a link where yours is too, go ahead and feel free to do that.
Okay, I'll just say something.
Go ahead.
My official review on this specifically, and also all their other movies like A Wrinkle in Time and the Percy Jackson and the Olympian movies. Almost any live action book to movie adaptation Disney has made in the last 20 years has not been good.
Okay.
Like, they tried it.
Jungle Book.
I still didn't like that either.
Oh, are
And
you
that
kidding?
was-
That was a good one. Jungle Book was good. The live adaptation of Jungle Book is the best live adaptation.
But they were basing that off of the cartoon they had done also.
We're talking.
I'm saying like the actual book to movie adaptations they've done. Like,
Yeah, Jungle
it's
Book.
literally a new novel, like a novel book. You know, like Percy Jackson and the Olympians and Artemis Fowl. Those are novels.
Okay.
And A Wrinkle in Time. So novel that they have done.
Okay.
Like they take details and get them completely wrong from the books. It's just annoying if you actually have read the books.
Well, I guess I don't read the books enough.
Well, I think every studio has that issue, not just Disney.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, from the novel to the movie adaptation, other than maybe Lord of the Rings, there's quite the downgrade. When you
Yeah.
get to the,
Yeah, even when you talk to people about even some of the older Disney movies, the whole Winnie the Pooh thing. I mean, the son who was basically the Christopher Robin character didn't like the way that Disney changed around what he grew up with.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, the same thing. We all love the movie, but
still have not read the book. I have not personally.
I have not either. But as far as as far as the original writings of the book, some of that didn't get translated to the movie.
Well, it was a big book, and the movie was already 2 hours long.
Yeah, you just can't. I mean, you can't always, except like you said, Lord of the Rings, which was this epic tale that they spread out over a number of movies.
And I am falling asleep reading the book.
What? Oh, he's actually reading Lord of the Rings right now. So.
See, hang on. Tina said, I do not like to follow books. I thought there was nothing short of a little thug.
Yeah.
You know what? That was one of the things I didn't like about this movie too, I guess, is that I felt like his character was just a little, the young Artemis Fowl. I felt like his character is just a little dry, a little.
Which I'm getting tired of these live
smug.
action.
Just didn't have a lot of likability to him.
That is another thing I'm getting tired about with these live action movies Disney keeps putting out, where these young kid actors are doing roles where they're basically robotic.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dumbo, that girl was basically robotic the entire movie.
Yeah, she was. Now that you mention
Artemis Fowl, the boy is basically robotic the entire movie.
It's not a lot of emotion. Yeah, not a lot of.
Okay, did you see what was the one with the polar bear that's on Disney Plus? Timothy.
The Disney polar bear.
Disney Plus. The kid has a total polar bear. It's straight to Disney Plus.
Yeah, my wife might know what that one is. I don't know.
Oh, this is the truest statement I've ever heard.
What's Katie saying? I love Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring is a little bit slow of a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Timmy
It is.
Failure.
Yeah. Timmy Failure.
Timmy Failure. Yes. Have you seen
I knew
that
Mary
one?
would come up with it,
Yeah, of course you would.
But in this case, I didn't watch the entire movie.
What, Timmy Failure?
Yeah, but the scenes that I did see the kid with, I feel that when he was doing his dry, not so emotional acting, it landed pretty well, though.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I thought that kid was brilliant in that movie.
Like when he was getting interviewed by the school, what would you call him? School
headmaster or something like that.
Psychiatrist or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see
it.
it.
Recounting like his mother in his personal life.
Yeah,
that was good.
See, I didn't see it. I have
that kid was bone dry, but he was good. It was a good, yeah.
That was bone dry humor that they were doing. It wasn't just bone dry serious.
So it
Yeah.
it fit the moment apparently in that
Yeah.
case.
It was
Jamie
humor.
did not like the Dumbo live action.
It was humor, not serious tone.
Yeah, yeah.
To be serious,
That was his
tone,
character, was to be dry.
Yeah.
when you're doing a serious character, you cannot just have them have one blank expression and show almost no emotion the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it like he just was a flat character. And, Artemis Fowl, the character was just sort of flat. Even when he was talking to that one fairy, the girl.
And he gave a semi-smirk occasionally.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right.
Yeah. I felt like there should have been a little bit better interaction there. And it just sort of
He
fell
gets
flat.
punched in the face, and then that's about it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I deserve that. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Oh, well. Anyway, so what else do you got for us, Dan? What do you have going on? You
Star Wars,
give your little
Star Wars
plug.
Celebration got canceled today. So
What's that?
Star Wars Celebration got canceled
Oh,
for April, August.
yeah.
I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but it's just a matter of we're waiting and waiting and waiting. So finally, they announced that it's going to be canceled this year.
Yeah.
So they're moving it to not next year, but 2022. 2-year wait for the next Star Wars Celebration.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's a long spell.
Yeah. So trying to figure out my flights, and I had Disneyland park tickets, Star Wars Galactic Night, the hard ticket event at Disneyland to deal with. House rental, hotel rental, celebration tickets, all this stuff is prepaid for. So you're trying to work everything out. So I contacted Disneyland, and my Canadian discount park tickets were set to expire January 13th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
They've now extended the expiry date till December 31st, 2021. So
okay.
pretty much almost an entire year extension on the park tickets.
Okay.
So I'll be able to use those. That shouldn't be a problem. Star Wars Galactic Nights is still supposed to go, and no refunds on hard night tickets as of right now. So, but I'm pretty sure they'll do something for us, because I would imagine a lot of people that were going to Galactic Night at Disneyland were also going to Celebration in Orlando or in Anaheim. So as of right now, I'm stuck with that ticket. That's like $150 ticket.
Wow.
For the Celebration tickets, you can either get a refund or just put them towards the 2022 date. So for myself, I'm just going to extend it to the 2022 date. The house rental, they're saying only 50% refund as of right now.
How much?
50%. 50.
Okay.
50% refund, they're saying, for the house rental. Depending if Airbnb changes their rules. Holly, I might be able to sell the tickets, because all you do is it's on my app. I just take a screenshot and send it to somebody, and all you got to do is show it and they'll scan your phone. I'm letting them hold my money for 2 years, because you know what? I'll tell you what. Those Celebration tickets, they sell out in 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I was going to say that might not be a bad move on your part, because like you said, if you don't get them, you're done.
Yeah. If you don't get them, you're not going. And this way, I got them. I'm good. 2 years from now, I got my vacation plan. I went to my boss today and I said I need the last week of August in 2022 off.
And they looked exactly like,
he said,
huh?
Yeah.
Being a little premature there, but then you always have to be prepared in case of situations like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's taken care of. The hotel was no deposit, no worries. I just went on the line and sliced cancel. So that's done.
Yeah.
For flights, flying with Delta, they're giving you a 2-year credit on the flights. But so that means I'm stuck flying with Delta. If I can get a cheaper airline, or prices happen to go down because people are afraid to fly or whatever, I don't get a discount at all. I'm paying the price I paid. Now, if the prices go up, I got to pay the difference.
Oh my!
From what I paid. This isn't like I'm like, wait a minute here. How is that fair?
Yeah. I mean,
you
should get like your credit for the dollar amount, and then you just get whatever tickets you can get for that. I mean, because if the prices are down, you should be able to get some
You get
money
a
back for
difference,
that.
right? But if the price, so you don't get a discount if the prices go down, but if the prices go up, you pay the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
And I said, well, what happens if I get a discounted flight with WestJet or with Air Canada or something?
yeah,
I could get a
yeah. No, I think you should just get your money. and then
Well,
do
they
it.
won't refund the money. Now, if the Canadian-U.S. border remains closed through August,
Yeah,
right now it's closed. The rumor is it's going to be closed until the end of July, and then they're going to pay it from there. So if the U.S.-Canadian border is still closed, then they'll have to refund the money because then the flight would be canceled.
okay.
You wouldn't be able to fly to the U.S. So I'm just going to hold tight for now with the flights.
Boy.
And with the Star Wars ticket, the Galactic Night ticket, holding tight on those. And same thing with the Airbnb. We're going to hold tight and see if Airbnb changes their policies between now and August.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot to keep track of right now.
Yeah. Well, it's just the three things.
That's enough.
Oh, just the three things.
So I'm thinking of maybe going in November, depending what the COVID-19 numbers are like in California come November.
Yeah.
If not, maybe April. Going to California, to Disneyland. So
Yeah,
that was my news for today.
Holly was saying it's too bad she was looking forward to meeting you finally and in person.
Yeah.
And Steve seems to agree that you should be getting a refund.
Exactly. They got a government kickback for the airlines.
Yeah.
Exactly. They should try to refund and keep going. Yeah, exactly. Because at first I was going to, sure, I'll just take the credit and rebook my flight. But then I got to thinking about it. That really wasn't a good flight to begin with. Because first of all, I was going to get into California like 5:00 in the afternoon.
Grass is always greener.
Yeah.
Which is a long, like, considering I'm going back in time with the time zones, that's a late time to get there. So it was a late leaving, a long layover in Minneapolis, and coming back through Vancouver, which is horrible coming through Vancouver. And I would get back to Winnipeg at midnight, which isn't great. So they're going to give me the same flight, and I'm like, well, I don't, whatever. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can do better than that.
Yeah. So and the Delta's flights are like that. Whereas if I went with WestJet, I can go through Denver, coming and going, and but it's usually more expensive.
Oh, okay.
So we'll wait and see what happens on all those points.
Well,
anyways,
wish you the best on that. Hope it's straightened. Hopefully these things work out a little bit better for you.
Yeah. So COVID-19 got real for me. It's affecting me now. Wait a minute.
It's all just a joke to you, Stan.
I've only worn a mask twice for half a day, and it was only just to see what it was like to wear a mask. And I'm working on the front lines, 5-6 days a week, 8 hours a day at minimum, 9 hours a day minimum. No, people just don't wear masks here.
Okay. So, there's...
I attempted to wear one. It just would not fit on my face.
Well, I have to wear one.
You got to put it on the lower part. If you have it too high, you can't see.
So you think I was trying to sleep?
Yeah, just do that. I love the people who wear the masks and they have it down here.
Yeah,
with their nose exposed. It's like,
or they're wearing it in the car.
Or in the car, yeah. If you're driving,
and they're wearing it right in the car
by yourself. Why do you need to wear your mask if you're driving in the car by yourself?
Because the car circulates air from the outside.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. I think like I wore mine home in the car. This is like at the height of COVID-19, and the one time I tried it, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't even want to touch this thing because who knows what's on it. Yeah. So I got home, I untied it, and I put it right into the washing machine, along with all my other clothes. Like when I got home every single day during the peak of COVID-19, as soon as I come home, I went straight downstairs. I stripped down to my underwear, and everything went right into the washing machine.
TMI.
Every day, and then I had to go. Then I had to go back upstairs. And I live in an apartment building, so some of those elevator rides were a little bit, uncomfortable. But
the story is uncomfortable.
Yeah, hopefully the elevator rides weren't in your underwear.
Well, yeah, because that's all I had.
That's crazy.
But they have smiley faces on, and people like them.
Everybody was fine with this?
Wow. You Canadians or something.
What is Steve? So, what do we got here? I've been. It's been quite real for a while. I know, Mary. I'm just joking around. I knew that this was going to be canceled, and it's kind of relief that it's canceled. To be honest, I really didn't want to be traveling during all this, anyways.
Yeah. I know. I guess better safe than sorry. And as far as like even going back to Disney right now with all the rules and the park's not really fully being open, and who knows how many things are going to be withheld that you're not going to be able to do, and you're still paying full price. I don't know. I like I was explaining earlier in the show, where I work, I'm supposed to wear a mask when I'm outside of my office, and for the most part people are doing that. And I go out on the shop floor, and we had one day where it hit about 90, 95 degrees here. I think Marcus is wilting. And
bring back that imposter stand. That'll wake him up.
the shop floor, it was maybe about 80 degrees out there, 80 to 85 tops. I went out there. I was there for maybe a half hour with my mask. I was dying. I mean, I was just sweating. I was all over. I cannot imagine being at Disney like in July or August with a mask on.
When we have multiple cases of children under the age of 10 suffering from heat stroke.
Yeah. That'll be the next thing we'll hear about, all the heat stroke cases going on at Disney World.
And then there'll be lawsuits because it was mandatory.
Holly says, what do you have, like 9 cases there? We have 5.
Oh, so you're better off than she thought.
We have 5. We have 5 cases.
Yeah. It's like around here, you go to some stores and it's pretty much, all the people working at the store wearing masks, people going to the store, maybe 50-50.
And then some people, one person's wearing a mask and then the person with them isn't.
Yeah. It's weird. But then if you go out, they're like, okay, so that's really helpful. But if you go out to a little bit farther from the city, out to the more rural areas of where we're at.
Oh, forget about it.
No, you wear a mask, you're like, they just sort of look at you like you're
a
yeah. So you go there, you just stick it in your pocket and walk in the store. You don't want to be looked at as the outsider.
I'd say probably about 35 to 40%. Maybe not even that much. Probably more like 30 to 35% of the customers wear masks.
Okay.
At my store, and we have 2 employees that do. Currently, actually, it might be down to 1 now. Employee.
Out of how many total employees?
150 employees.
Oh, jeez.
But he has diabetes and so he's kind of high risk.
Yeah.
So he wears a mask. Yeah, and our like he's a cashier, and our cashiers are pretty much plexiglassed in right now. Like they have a little opening at the front where there's no plexiglass. The back is all plexiglass. So the customer unloads their groceries, pushes their cart forward, then you load up their cart, and you go back behind the glass, and the customer walks forward. So we have a really good system for keeping distance for our cashiers.
So yeah, it's good as long as they're partitioned away a little bit.
Oh, you heard the joke about 3 times already.
Mary says, "Me too, Holly."
That's good because I told it like 12 already, so you guys aren't watching everything I'm on.
I don't see what's Katie agreeing with here. I agree with you, Jeff. I had to go outside and get shopping cart. Oh yeah, as far as the heat and wearing a mask, it's not fun. And then when they drop the age down to 2 years old for a mask, you try keeping a mask on a 2-year-old.
Have you tried Staples?
The store, or you mean ka-chunk?
No. Staple gun.
Yeah,
that will keep that.
You mean like the lightsaber from Star Wars Rebels?
Which one?
We just saw that episode last night where he made his lightsaber.
Oh yeah. Have you watched Star Wars Rebels?
I'm sure he has.
You had to.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember the lightsaber that?
Yes. It looks like a staple gun.
I'm like, it's a staple gun with a lightsaber hole in it.
Yeah, it's like ka-chunk, and then it turns into a lightsaber.
Most useful stapler in existence.
The best. Yeah, exactly. That's a very multi-purpose tool there.
and it
it's got a
shoots laser
blaster.
bolts, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. It's got a,
Why didn't anyone ever make a blaster before?
yeah, it's a blaster, a lightsaber, and a staple gun all in one.
All in one. Tim, the two-man trailer would have been proud of him. Holly, we're lucky he knows our names. But that's you're lucky I can pronounce your names.
Mary, that's a pretty difficult name to pronounce.
Yeah, but you got to say it like Jimmy Stewart. Mary.
Oh, Stan, please don't try
Yes.
Jimmy Stewart.
What's that?
Canadian Jimmy Stewart. He's
Mary.
sounded like a horse there a little bit. He had a little bit of that
Mary.
little neigh going on there.
Mary. It's an Ed the horse there. Just switching roles.
Oh, Katie saying
This
she
really is a show about nothing, isn't it?
This is. It really is. Tonight was just nothing.
How is it boiled down to 2.5 hours about nothing?
I don't know. How did we do that? 2.5 hours of nothing. Nothing.
Where are we watching it?
I
Because
don't-
it's on TV. Not yet it is.
Yeah. That was actually one of the lines, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that. Yeah. That was in fact it's we got the script right here. Look at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. He printed it off yet.
It's the Seinfeld script from that particular episode.
It's like Seinfeld. Hollywood Crawford joined in after the Seinfeld thing. That's exactly what it was. Like Seinfeld. Yes. You joined it way after the Seinfeld stuff had happened.
Yeah, Holly, you're
That's
going to
it.
have to watch the beginning, like the first half hour of the show, and you get to watch me and Marcus do our rendition of Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza right here.
Nothing.
Harry, Holly, you missed nothing.
That's what the show was about. Nothing.
What did you do today? What was your day? Well, I went out and got a cup of coffee and a bagel. There, that's the show. That's the show.
What?
Yeah, that's the show.
Oh man. Well, we'll have to do the executive part next, where they're talking to the executives from NBC. Yeah. Oh, that's what our show was tonight. Nothing. Absolutely
When they're
nothing.
with the
What are you
executive,
watching it for?
So
when they're with the executive from NBC, the executive from NBC gets sick and starts vomiting during their interview.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
oh man. Yeah.
Most people can't pronounce my last name. Well, is it Bloomberg or Blomberg?
I'm gonna say Blomberg.
I'm going to say Blumberg.
Would be BLOO. Blomberg. would
I mean,
probably-
like how most people spell bloom in English.
yeah. What do you think? Blomberg? Is it Katie?
I think Blumberg.
I think
I
it
think
is.
Blumberg.
She'll have to give us an answer on that. Yes.
It's like bomb, but with an L.
Yeah. So Katie, give us an answer. Are we right? Is it Blomberg? We'll wait for that answer to come
So
back.
you are all wrong.
Yeah, we're probably all. Yeah, we don't know.
So it's not Bloomberg, Blomberg.
it could be Blomberg. Could be. I don't think so.
It's-
Could be.
Hollywood's birthday tomorrow?
Let's see. Yes. It's
I guess it is Blomberg.
yeah. Okay. We're good. So what's yeah. Steve's on too.
Yeah, Steve was on.
Yeah, Holly, Steve was
Probably
on.
one of our better guests.
Yeah, Steve. Was
Oh, yeah.
Steve-
Easily.
We like Steve.
Better than this one. Jeez.
That was my joke.
Holly's going to go back and watch. Yeah, she can go back and watch our wonderful rendition of Jerry and George Costanza.
Yeah, right.
I missed that part. That was probably the best part of the whole show.
You got to watch that. Yeah, it was about maybe about 20 minutes, half hour into
Stan,
it.
you just gave away that you didn't know it was her birthday, so you're not getting a gift. You're not getting her a gift.
Checks in the mail. $5 checks in the mail.
Oh, don't tell Steve that. I'm going to have to hear that. That he was one of the better guests.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he'll be calling in every week now.
I wouldn't mind that, actually.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
He was fun.
So we got Blomberg right, Katie says, and
Yeah, not getting a gift from you, Stan.
yeah. Oh man.
The border is closed, Holly. No gifts.
Of course, now that Steve was on, you're not going to have a show next week. That's
Yeah, I hear he can talk quite a bit. I hear he can talk a bit. So I know we were talking about then he could help us when we do a telethon show. So we'll put him on. We'll put him on and let him talk for a couple hours on his own, and we'll take a break and be no problem.
We should do a 24-hour show between you and Trent and Dave and myself and the Grand Circle Tour gang.
Yeah, I think we could do that. We could pull that off.
Do it. We've got a really good group of friends here going on right now.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very special time, and I think we could probably do something like
Try
that.
and work out a schedule, and you have each person take a set number of hours.
Yeah.
You could have people take multiple shifts, and then
with stream
do them staggered.
Yeah, and possibly using StreamYard. You know, one person takes over, then the next
Just
one.
like with the Rick Forbes show earlier.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, exactly.
We lost our connection.
Get Panda involved. He'll come on.
That was weird. We lost the connection. Rick was still there.
I didn't think that was possible.
But I didn't either.
It was awesome.
And
we learned something new about StreamYard.
We're hitting retry, and we see on the Facebook screen, we know it was delayed, but we see our screen
froze.
We froze, then
then
disappeared, and then Rick's screen went the full screen, and we're like, what the heck is going on? It's a Rick Forbes show.
The only thing that would have been better if Rick was sitting there eating a bag of chips or something the whole time. We're all just watching him.
That was fun. But I did not know that could happen. So we learned something.
How did it not end the show? Yeah, that's the real question.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, seriously? She says if John
then she'll
is on, she'll watch. But what about us? Yeah. We're like chopped liver, I guess. We're not.
Just let Mary know when Panda's on. That's the only reason why she's watching now, just in case Panda pops on.
We're not even a has been.
Yeah, we're never was. Yeah. That's an old line. Do you remember that movie?
What was that again?
Just a quarter of an inch, Charlie.
Yeah,
just a quarter of an inch.
What
if you went a quarter to the inch the other way? You would have missed it completely.
I never thought about that. Okay, here was the line. That was Coach. What was the coach's name?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years now.
The coach tells the kid, he goes, "You're not even a has-been. You're a never was." That's the big line. It's from
Mighty Ducks, the original Mighty Ducks.
The original Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
remember that line.
That's a good one. We use that line a lot here in the Moliterno household. Somebody said something, we're like, "You're not even a has-been. You're a never was."
Mary says she's been on here for 2 hours and 38 minutes. He wants to know when Panda's coming on.
Well, he could have joined if he was watching. He could have popped in and said hi. But we're not.
Look at this. She even knew the name of the Ducks movie. She answered the question for the Ducks.
That's why Laura's not letting her on Disney Trivia.
Yeah, Laura said no Disney Trivia for Mary. She's too good.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Are we sure?
That's where you have to get her on the show so she doesn't,
Are we
you have to have her as a co-host.
Well, you have to. Anytime we do a trivia show, Mary, I'm sorry, you're going to have to be banned.
You're exempt.
You're just too good. Yeah, there she goes. She's banned. She says it before I even say it. She's like popping the thing on there. She's reading our minds, Stan. She's got
it's like that. What's that guy's name from
Mind Control
on Jeopardy?
Alex Trebek.
No, the contestant that won everything.
Oh, what was his name? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mary, who was the guy?
Yeah, Mary, who was the guy on Jeopardy that won everything?
I killed my throat, I think, by doing the gravelly.
Ken Jennings. Mary got it.
Ken Jennings. Of course.
Katie, where do you work? He sounds like you work someplace similar to me. If you got shopping carts and you have to close,
probably like a grocery store or a store that has shopping carts.
Could be. It was she the one who said she had to go at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Wake up at 5, yeah.
Yeah, I think she has to get up at 5.
Last batch of jars going into the canner. In the entirety of time it took to do our show, T9 has finished canning.
Wow. That's a lot.
Someone's a keener around here.
I've done canning. That's very time consuming.
It is. I think we're going to maybe be doing some canning.
She hasn't even received the prizes she won from the first game, though.
You know, that pisses me off. That aggravates me.
What's that?
Sorry, language, but yeah, those guys, they should have sent those out.
That's me. She's talking about me.
No, that's the Grand Circle Tour group. Didn't send theirs out either.
I'm bad. I'm just, what part of it is I felt like once this COVID thing hit, and even that was delayed, but once it hit, I was like, I felt like if I send this stuff,
Will people
are
even
people
take
going to
it?
be like, leery about it because it might have something, or I don't know. I guess that's stupid, but
That's stupid.
yeah.
I'm sorry. It is.
Thanks, Dan.
Oh,
Sure.
Publix.
Yeah, if you're
Publix.
Oh, she works at Publix. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Publix. Oh, you guys frozen now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Katie is good at Disney trivia. Oh, I don't have controls here. I'm not used to. Do I have share screen?
Don't know. Can you share a screen as a guest?
Yes, I think I
He was
can.
talking about us, not Grand Circle Tour.
I know he was.
If
And I apologize, Steve. I really do.
if you guys
Sitting
ever,
right over here. I can see it. It's on right over there.
if you guys
Oh,
ever
you know what? I deleted all the photos.
something
I had for
longer than like
for the
4
photo
hours,
trivia.
something that'll definitely eat up a bunch of time is playing Disney games,
Mm,
like Disney's Epic Mickey.
like
You try and find a capture card for that for something, and you play Disney's Epic Mickey.
that sounds like a Twitch show.
Yeah, you could stream it on Twitch 24 hours.
Yeah.
You're just playing Disney's Epic Mickey.
Yeah, people watch people on Twitch play games all the time. I don't quite understand.
I'm
why.
sorry, but people just watched us do literally nothing right now. You're going to complain about people watching someone else play a video game in a way that they would never know how to. And we're just sitting here talking about nothing, and you're going to complain about that?
Yeah, you got a point there.
That is a good point.
Anyway,
Like, it's interesting to watch someone do something like that because it's almost like a sporting event. They're trying to play through a game as fast as possible. They do things that are like, why? Why is that something you can do?
I don't.
Okay.
We're just sitting here talking about nothing.
Okay, here's my trivia.
Okay.
And Mary and Steve can't play. So Katie, this is for you. Well, and T9 is still here, I think. Eh? Okay, what attraction is this from?
Can I have your attention, please? Excuse me, you're disgusting.
Okay, what attraction is that?
Why do I feel like I know?
You're disgusting.
You want to hear it again?
I think okay, we may know, but go ahead. Yeah.
Can I have your attention, please? Excuse me, you're disgusting.
Whew. Is that your guess? I don't know. That's interesting. You're disgusting. I can't think of any ride where they say that. He's
Is this a currently non-open attraction?
Well, nothing's open right now at Walt Disney World. Hate to break it to you.
That is definitely the laugh floor. Monsters Incorporated laugh floor.
No,
I don't
close
think
though.
so. Is it in Magic Kingdom?
You want the longer version?
Is it Magic Kingdom?
No, I'll play you. I'll play the laugh floor. Nope. Mary says it's closed because everything's closed. T9 doesn't know. I'll play you the longer version. You'll get it for sure at the longer version. Okay.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Excuse me, you're disgusting. It's a gift. Well, we're ready to start Muppet.
You got to get it now.
Oh my God.
Muppet Vision 3D.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
That was
what part-
Gonzo's voice.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what part
And
that
then
is.
Rizzo the Rat came in there briefly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Now-
Actually, I think it was Scooter's. I think it was Scooter's voice.
That could have been
But
Scooter.
yeah,
No, I don't think it was Scooter.
At the end there?
It could have been the Bean the bunny.
no, I think it was Scooter. And then you're right about Rizzo. Rizzo comes in, he does something, and he goes, "That's disgusting."
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to my park.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Yeah, that's Scooter.
Excuse me, you're disgusting. It's a gift. Well, we're ready to start Muppet.
That's
What
good.
did Mary say? I said if Mary can't answer it and they were way too hard,
Yeah.
let's make it more fun.
That was like the opening thing right before you walk in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, if you got one, sure.
Okay.
Loving this country requires the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Hall of Presidents.
Yeah. Bang on.
Who was that?
JFK. No, Clinton.
Was that Clinton?
Clinton after 9/11.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Welcome to our special
Bring me into the imagination.
Wow, good one.
Yeah.
It's Eric Idle. How could I miss that one? That wasn't JFK.
Yeah.
No, it was Clinton.
Well, I knew JFK, and you're
Yeah.
are no JFK.
What?
That's an old line from a political. Well, yeah, it's before your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Mickey's Philharmonic
we
Magic.
ask that you please refrain from eating, drinking, or using flash photography during today's performance.
What did you say?
Mickey's Philharmonic Magic.
Wow, yeah, that's good.
Yep.
You're good at this. That's impressive. Okay, which one is this one? This is my last one.
Okay.
Are you gonna? Wait,
Oh, it's tough to be a bug.
Yeah, that's really impressive because you know what? We did that on our Grand Circle Tour live show, and hardly anybody was able to get those without going to the longer one.
oh wow.
So that's really good.
How could you not get that one? There's only like one show.
Magic, some of the other ones were.
Welcome to
Yeah.
our show.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
An interesting.
yeah, Marcus should have played. When we were doing it, we all brought our own sound clips, and Justin, he brought like it was like the sound effect that was created from the what's that sign on the side of the highway, the billboard, the creaking sound of the billboard from the Tower of Terror. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
He definitely had everyone stumped, I bet. What attraction is this from?
That's a little.
Yeah.
Tough one. I don't usually stop on my way and listen to the billboard. Yeah.
Must have
It
been
wasn't that, but it was practically that. It was like impossible.
must have been pretty slow traffic wise that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Mary's saying Justin had some obscure stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and Steve was saying that line I was talking about with JFK, it was a line from Reagan versus Mondale in 1984. So
Mondale?
that's what he's saying there.
Was that another
but
man running
actually,
for
I thought it was
president?
another election later. I thought that was set in. But anyway, yeah, about the
See, Justin went really tough because the last one we were showing pictures. So Justin was bringing stuff like Cinderella Castle and asking us where it was. It was like too easy, you know. So this time he went way the opposite direction.
Okay, here's what I would do. I would do a toilet flush and ask which bathroom that was taking place in.
That's what Justin did. Exactly. That's what Justin. What land is this from?
Yeah, that's what we got to do. Okay, well,
Okay.
I think we're getting ready to finish up here. We're just getting signals from.
I'm getting out of here before you guys start singing because I ain't singing.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say you can join us if you'd like.
RICPOV.
There you go. The Rick POV song. But anyway, Stan, it was a pleasure having you tonight. If you don't want to sing the song, we'll let you go. That's okay.
No, I'm going to head out. My keyboard's broken. No, I didn't think it was. I spilled water on it the other day doing a live show. And when I was trying to type and trying to get on, I was having problems. My space bar doesn't work. My N doesn't work. My H doesn't work on my keyboard.
Wow. Time to foot the bill for a new keyboard, I guess.
Well, seeing as how I got a 1942 Mac, it might be time to get a whole new Mac, perhaps. I don't know.
No, okay. Going with new technology. Anyway.
Time tomorrow. Yes, live tomorrow. Same time. Grand Circle Tour live. I think we're doing music. USB keyboard.
Yep.
What's a USB keyboard?
I have to do one more guest on. Guest on. Here we go. Yeah, I'm fading fast here too.
Yeah, you guys got to go. I'm off tomorrow. I got to make this keyboard broken.
People upstairs
Just
trying to sleep. So
filled with water.
oh,
They don't work when they're filling with water.
you know, also bird poop doesn't work either.
Oh, so keep them away from bird poop.
Bird poop. Yeah, we literally had some keyboards out on the shop floor because it's such a massive area. You know, like even at like Home Depot and places like that, they've got birds that fly around. Well, we've got pigeons and stuff that come in, and there were bird droppings on a keyboard and also a little water leak. So yeah, I've gone through 3 keyboards in one station, and I told them, I said, move the station because it's just going to keep going bad. So
Yeah, don't keep it underneath the bird feeder. That's not the place you want to keep the keyboard.
Exactly. Okay, I'm being paid.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
5,
I'll watch you in the chat.
2,
Much appreciated, Stan.
1.
Have a magical week.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Night night.
We just hit 3 hours.
Holy cow. You guys are crazy.
Yeah,
I knew the one about nothing would be forever.
and it was about nothing. Okay,
This is like what you call it show.
whatchamacallit.
What's his just Jace? It begins with a J. One of my friends that begins with J.
Oh my goodness.
Jeremy Goff.
Oh
does
yeah,
3
yeah,
hours.
yeah. The 3 hour. Yeah, the 3 hours.
3 hours singing. My fingers are sore now. After all this live.
Oh, look at
And he does that all the time.
Are your guys' fingers
you
sore now?
kidding? Are you kidding me? Did you see who
Okay,
just?
I'm out of here.
Did you see who just
I'm
joined
done.
on my
No.
screen? It says John Sakari just joined.
Okay. No, Mary, look at that. You're still going to be here.
Are you
Mary
kidding
can't go. Bring him on.
Anyway, you know, here I'll
Sorry,
do
John.
this. I'll do this real quick if he joins. But this is what we were doing, John. If you're actually watching the show, is we were inviting guests onto the show, and for the last 2.5 to 3 hours now, we've had different people as guests on our show about nothing. Oh, Mary tagged him. That's okay.
And everybody's going. I thought John was going to be on here. You promised that John was going to be here. There was going to be a lynch mob.
She's begging Panda to hop on now. Oh my goodness. Mary, what are you doing to me? It's been 3 hours.
Hey, I'm off tomorrow. I got time. See if John can guess the audio tractions, audio clips.
I'm done.
Yeah, Marcus is out of here. He just
All right.
he's gone. He's taken off. But anyway, thanks, Mary, for trying anyway. Maybe next time during the first 20 minutes or half hour of the show, we could try that. But yeah, it's marathon practice.
John has his live show tomorrow too.
It's true. Yeah. What's that? But
Yes.
it says 8 or 9 o'clock. I can't remember. But like you said, Stan, yeah, I mean, so, you know, it does seem like there's a bit of a community building, you know, with the number of our groups, you know, you guys,
I think so.
Us, and, you know, Panda. And I think, you know, like I said, me and Marcus have talked about doing a marathon show at one point. I'm thinking of like, you know, Give Kids the World Village or something like that is a good cause or something to that effect, and see what we could do. But if we could do it as a tag team show between you, us, and a number of other groups, that would be, I think that'd be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll kick it around and see what we can do with that.
Sounds good. Okay, I'm heading out. You can sing by yourself.
Take it easy. Yeah, thanks.
Well, if Marcus, I'll sing with you. If Marcus is gone, I'll sing.
You sure about that? Really?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'll mouth it.
Okay, we'll give it a shot here. Okay. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Now it's time to say goodbye.
I don't know this song.
to all our family. This part, you know. M-I-C. See you real soon. K-E-Y. Why? Because we like you.
You gosh, Dolly.
M-O-U-S-E. I think you're having trouble spelling, Stan.
The letters and the numbers, they all mean the same thing to me. None of them are different. Poor Jeff has to sing alone. Classic Stan, he doesn't know the words. That's why I write songs because I don't know the words. I just write my own songs. Hey, the song went to number 2 now. It's not number 1 anymore.
What's that?
Welcome back to Walt Disney World. Or Take Me Back to Walt Disney World.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It
cool.
was the number 1 song for a while. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't realize it hit number 1.
Yeah, it hit it on the acoustics. It was the number 1 song in on SoundClick.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it switched. Today it went down to number 2.
Okay,
So
that's cool. That's really
yeah. So
absolutely
night gang.
great. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just trying to read these last couple of quick comments. You should plan on keeping your day jobs. Thank you, T9er. And Mary says she needs to go and download it 200 more times to boost it back up again. She has a lot of devices. Okay. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, Stan, for hanging out for the last portion of the show. Appreciate you being there. And I will close it out. And we just thank you. Have a magical week. And we'll see you again next Monday night on the WDWpov Live Stream Show, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it looks like you're getting ready to point to something else. Anything else, Stan?
GCT live tomorrow.
Grand Circle Tour live tomorrow. What time is that?
5, 6. when I push go live.
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure I think it's 6. 6
5 or
Eastern.
6 tomorrow. We don't know exactly. But good
Pretty
night.
sure it's 6 Eastern, 5
Good night, everybody. We'll see you. Have a good one.
Night gang.